Let's do it. Hey, thank you, XZ. You're crazy. Where have you been, Beefy? Tell us, or I'm sending 5 body pillows to your friggin'. Speaking of which,
Beefy, tell us, or I'm sending 5 pillow to PO box.
Yes. Give it a kiss, of course, as always. Welcome in, X to the eat. What is going on, my dudes? How are you doing? I can do so much with text-to-speech, you really can. Let's tweet the stream. We are live. I have a special surprise and fun announcement. Come check it out. There we go. Twitch.tv/TizzyQ. Bam. There it is. That's the tweet. Hey, how's it going, Jeff? Welcome in. Thank you, Fangly. What's going on? I got the beer, baby. Got the beer, baby. Want me to update this game?
Damn, he got that beard.
Thank you so much. Hey, Toby, what are you doing? Let's do just chatting for now. Thank you. That's a good call, Exit. I appreciate that. I've missed you too, Toby. Oh my gosh, the body pull, of course. Here's the front side of it. Legally, we got to show the back side as well. Give it a kiss. Mwah. And we just throw it away. Get it out of there, baby. How's everybody doing today, man? I'm excited. Soft poke. Welcome in. Welcome in, gamers. I'm excited. I'm very excited for tonight. We're going to have a good time. I'm very, very excited. So, this is something I wanted to do for a long time, and I'm finally doing it. So, I could not be happier. Honest to goodness. Goodness gracious. Ash Snap and welcome in. How you doing? You said Beefy Q all of January and you don't stream for any of it. I know, that's the worst part about it. Where's the YouTube thing, Tizzy? Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Let's show it off. I boxed it away because I didn't want to break it. But in case you guys have not seen it, I got a YouTube play button. There's no other way of putting it. Let me do this. Bloop. Put myself right here. Okay, so let's take a look at it, shall we? If you guys don't, if you don't know, you gotta, huh? Here we go. I bagged it up because I was like, all right, it's great, but I want to have like a reveal, if you will. Bam. There it is. There's you. There's the chat. Look at this. Yeah. Bam, baby. Let's get it. Let's get it, baby. Getting your dirty prints all over it. Getting my dirty prints all over it. I work for a channel that does YouTube content. It's got over 700,000 subscribers. And I got a YouTube play button for being a part of it for a year. And getting that channel well over 100,000. So, yeah, this is a thing. Wow! I think I'm going to put it right there. So let me move some Pokemon around just so you guys can like see it and enjoy it. So let's move some things around and put it up, baby. There's a new video out for that as well if you want to check that out. If one of my mods could link it down below. But I'm very proud of it. Worked very hard on it. Thank you, Cocopelli, for the oof. All right, let's do this. Do you share the play button? So this is my own personal play button. Another one goes to the creator of the channel. So that's mine forever. Which is really cool. Very, very cool. Oh, I forgot it was mod. Yes, you are. But yeah, guys, hey, retweet the stream if you can. I've got a fun announcement, if you will. Gotta say that I can definitely rock a mullet. Oh, there you go. Let's go, man. Thank you so much, Cocopelli, for retweeting the stream. But I'm super happy and pumped about that, but like, it's good to be back. It's good to be back. I hope you guys are like happy to be here and stuff. I'm very happy to be streaming. And I'm I'm very pumped for it. So there we go. I can rock a scissors. New video. If you missed it, it's right here. But welcome in, gamers. How's everybody doing? I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much, XE, for retweeting the stream. Man, it feels good to be back. It feels good to be streaming. I've got lots of fun things planned for the channel and stuff along those lines. I'm very, 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 very excited. So, ladies and gentlemen, no, I refuse to contribute. Oh, Compound, what's going on, baby? How you doing, dude? Welcome in, gamer. No, I refuse to contribute to the ongoings within the original.
Bro, happy to hear you're doing better.
I'm doing good. I'm doing really good. Yeah, it's been a nice break, if you will. Thank you so much, Compound. It's always a pleasure, man. I'm in danger. Thank you, Ashneppa, for retweeting the stream.
The horn was sounded. The beacons are lit. TICCI has summoned US. Also 13 months, baby.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh my gosh. I refuse to contribute to the ongoings within this online broadcast of an individual of the name Tizzy Q. Oh no, Fangly, thank you so much for gifting us up to Pizza Dog. Too late, you're not participating. No, I was kidding. Oh, thanks for the free money. Wait, you get it? Oh god. I was gonna use this to pay off my debt. Gosh, guys, I'm happy to be here. I'm having a lot of fun. Oh my gosh, what is happening? The yeehaws are happening. Super furry. What the crap? You kept that on, Bruce? It says out the emotes. You could put a crap ton of emotes, and it would put all this weird stuff in there. That is hilarious. Thank you so much for the gifted sub and for resubscribing, gamers. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot. Captain Chunk plays. You're grounded. You're grounded. No, I'm just kidding. I love and appreciate all of you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It really means a lot. Y'all are pretty epic in my book, so don't let anybody tell you otherwise. How does the sound? Does the sound okay? The sound? The sound! Welcome back, TQ. We've missed you so much. Thank you so much. I've really enjoyed and missed being in the streaming game, but it's great. Ever since I've been going with my natural hair, Peep's been surprised. Oh, nice. What, is your hair longer now or anything like that? Thank you, Ash. But it's fun, man. It's great. It's great. I'm happy that you're enjoying your natural hair, dude. That's freaking amazing. Mike's peeking a bit, to be honest. Oh, fair enough. I'll do one of these. I'm like right up on it, but I'll do it like this. Oh no! God dang it, Coco Pelli. Thank you, Compound. I appreciate that. Beefy Q for all February. I think so. The sound sounds just like how normally sounds, being soundy sound.
I like to drink milk.
No.
I am a milk drinking,
No.
fun-loving.
God dang it.
YouTuber.
No. Stop it. Let me do that. Thank you for the heads up about the mic peaking a little bit. We'll do that just to kind of mitigate the issue. My hair is black. People think I've dyed it, but no, I just cut it. It's shorter. Thank you, Coco Pelli, for resubscribing. I really do appreciate it. You guys are bonkers. Oh god, the Yu-Gi-Oh! It's Japanese manga. Much better, Chief. Thank you, Compound. I appreciate you looking out, man. Guys, I got a fun announcement today. This is something I've wanted for a long time. I've wanted to be a part of something like this for a long time. I've had a lot of goals and aspirations associated. You son of a gun. I've had a lot of goals and aspirations surrounding this thing that I'm going to be doing tonight. And I'm very excited about that. And I hope you are too, because I have worked very hard to get it all together. Kitten, welcome in. Lena's here. Welcome, Lena. I'm very, very excited. So thank you so much for the birthday wishes, you son of a gun. I'm scared, actually. Don't be scared, please. You're gonna do great. Welcome in. Oh, you're the best people ever. But I'm really excited. It's something I've been wanting to do. I wanted to kind of talk about it. But hello, you beautiful dork. How you doing? I'm doing good, Kitten. It's great to see you again. Tonight we're doing something. Let's just go ahead and announcement, but let's watch the video of it. I don't actually have a video of it, so I'll just describe it. Guys, I'm launching a new channel. I'm launching a brand new channel. Something that just tell us video. There's not a video associated with it, unfortunately. I didn't have enough time to get that together. But I'm launching a brand new YouTube channel. And I'm very excited. Bro, I've found like 8 of your shorts that I'm in the Jerk channel. So good to see you making content, actually answering questions if you think they're a jerk or not. Yeah, oh yeah, it's fun. It's a fun channel to be a part of. It's really a good time to be a part of that. And that's how I got that. Hey, welcome in, Sheepwave. How you doing, buddy? But yeah, guys, I'm launching a brand new YouTube channel that I'm going to be playing Dungeons & Dragons on. I'm going to be making Dungeons & Dragons content on it, and let me link it to you guys. I don't have the specific setup. I plan on making a proper video on my main TizzyQ channel, but I'm going to be making a... this is the channel. Let me just throw it your way. You guys get the sneak peek inside of it, and there you go. That is... That's the channel, and I'm very proud of it. It's something I'm very excited to bring to the people. It's called Where the Shadows Meet. And this is going to be a place where I'm going to be doing YouTube content surrounding Dungeons & Dragons. In fact, tonight, we have our first campaign episode of... I mean, there is no other way of putting it, but like, I don't know. I'm very excited. I'm very excited about this. It's great. New channel. Who dis? Dang, getting into D&D YouTube space would be perfect for your slot for you. Thank you, Compound. I feel the same way. I really do. And I'm very excited. So please subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's going to be a place where I'm literally going to be making YouTube content surrounding around Dungeons & Dragons, as well as making stuff like having a campaign. Like, for example, tonight, we're gonna have our first episode of a campaign with some people that you might recognize in the community that I've been wanting to do for a very long time, that I'm very, 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 very excited for, and it's honestly gonna be good. But yeah, there's a YouTube channel. Do you want a command for the new channel? Yes, that would be great. Do you just like we'll have it be like just new channel and then blam. Sorry, I'm a little scatterbrained. Hey, Golden Goddess, how you doing? Welcome in, gamer. Happy to have you. Welcome in. If so, what should it be said? Well, what? It's been so good to see you, Golden Goddess. What's going on, man? So as a DM, how are you gonna TPK your players? Exactly, that's usually how it is. The gang's all here. Thanks, man, I appreciate it. But yeah, it's here's a thought. Is it going to be exclusively D&D or role-playing games like Shadowrun and Pathfinder? I'm open to anything. That's the best thing about it. It's going to be starting out with D&D and going over like D&D content, but also role-playing and other kind of venues, if you will. So like, it's not just exclusively D&D, especially because Wizards of the Coast is being a bunch of freaks about it. So that's the part that's really the coolest, that I'm honestly very, very excited for. So please, please, please subscribe to the channel that's linked above. It's something I'm going to be making content weekly on. It's going to be consistent. There's going to be videos associated with it. I'm very excited about it. I wanted to explain the name behind it. And kind of like why I thought of it. You know, when you sit around a campfire, I think about, I went camping a lot as a kid. But when you sit around a campfire, you cast a shadow behind you in the dark, and you cast a shadow that blots out the fire that's in front of you. And I feel like when I play D&D and when I go about doing storytelling, or whether it's theater or acting or whatever it is, I feel like everybody's shadows meet together and we come to understanding about one another, and we're able to share stories and have a good time and really enjoy each other's presence. And so that's why I named it Where the Shadows Meet, because I feel like we're all kind of surrounding around each other and we're coming to understand who we are, all of us together. And Dungeons & Dragons and role-playing games just happen to be the vehicle in which I want to tell these stories. So it's honestly very, very important to me. Yeah, so I'm really, really excited. Subscribe today for future D&D content. That, and then we're going to pin that as my profile pinned message. But yeah, if you guys could all subscribe to that would really mean the world to me. It's been a long time coming. I've wanted to do it for a very long time. But I want Where the Shadows Meet to be a place where everybody can be involved and everybody can have kind of a voice and like a place to explain and share their story. And that's something that's so important to me that I really am genuinely excited about. So come along for this journey with me, people. It's going to be a lot of fun. And here's the thing. I totally understand that long-form content is not for everybody, but I plan on making short-form content that is digestible. It's stuff that you can actually be a part of and have a lot of fun with. I've done D&D sessions where I've been the DM for one-shot sessions, if you will, but I've always loved it. I've loved playing Dungeons & Dragons, being the DM or the person running the game, so much more than I've ever had being a player. So it just kind of makes sense for me to run a channel like this. And I want this to be as successful as any other D&D channel, but I want it to be something that's fun and exciting and engaging for everybody. So, wow! I'm excited. I'm very excited for this. Genuinely. Hey, Demoker, what's going on, baby? Yeah, D&D channel. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're playing Dungeons & Dragons tonight with some special people involved. And just trying to get out. I think we're just waiting on one person. Oh, God! Okay. But I wanted to, yeah, I'm really excited. I'm very, very pumped for this. This is going to be great. Let me say hi to people that I missed in the chat. Let me scroll up a little bit. There's a lot of things going on. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Oh, what's going on, Savvy? How you doing, man? Guys, if the link above, probably like over here, subscribe to the new YouTube channel. I would really appreciate it. I'm gonna have a proper video on my TizzyQ channel, kind of diverting people over there, and I'm very, very pumped to like bring this to you in general. I've wanted to do this for so long. I'm so excited to finally have it, bro. It's exciting, and I'm pumped. So yes. Let me look down here. Golden Goddess, I'm so glad to see you, dude. I'm so glad to see you. Had to grab my soup for the show. Oh, yes. Oh, lots of soup. Good soup. I want to play Pathfinder 2E sometime. I don't know how to play that, but I'm happy to learn it. Furry Q, I'm not a furry, you son of a gun. There's a mecha RPG a bunch of my buds are gushing about right now. I'll have to look into that. That sounds fun. TizzyQ, gotta bring in the oddities and the SIP Club peeps one day to this fun D&D stuff. Yes! Oh, you Twitter. Oh, thank you so much, Kitten. Oh, I saw that. Thank you so much for retweeting that. Kitten, I appreciate it. You are a wonderful person. I really do appreciate that. That's freaking awesome, man. Thank you. Yes, everybody subscribe to Where the Shadows Meet. I love it. Oh, life been a roller coaster with a schoolwork, podcast, and MMA. Here's hoping you get picked up by a huge D&D company like Dimension 20. You can absolutely take off. Thank you, Compound Killer. I really do appreciate that. I know you're just Compound 1 now, but I always will know you as Compound Killer. Ryan and I have been going to the gym and working out 6 days a week. Oh my gosh, Golden Guys, that's awesome. That's so fun. I'm so happy for you, man. Oh my goodness. Yes. Yes! Thank you, guys. Thank you all. Thank you, everybody. I really do appreciate it. Y'all are awesome. Dude, it's exciting. It's exciting. This is a very fun time of my life. Dude, oh my gosh. When did the beard come in? I'm here for it. Yes, I'm growing the beard out, people. The beard is back for Beefy Q. Manic Fairy, welcome in. Bruce Bot, what's going on, baby? What's the point of the shaving video? Listen, I could grow another beard. I don't have to have just one beard forever. Bruce, hello, Bruce. Bruce is over here just kind of lurking in the corner. It's a good time. I'm having a good time. I love this. It feels so good to be back, dude. Oh my gosh. It feels so good to be back. Manic Fairy, welcome in. Bruce Bot, welcome in. But yeah, that's my plans. Also, for those of you who missed it, I have a play button. I'm never up to anything. What? It's great. I want to watch that. Hi, Bruce. I missed you, buddy. Oh, my gosh. There we go. Just make sure my players are ready for tonight. Oh, my folding laundry. Heck yeah, Toby. Heck yeah, man. Guys, you guys want to watch, in case you missed it, I want to watch a video that I worked very hard on. In case you missed it, in case you don't know what's going on, let's go to my YouTube channel and let's watch a video that I am very proud of. So we're going to pause the music. Bruce, pause it. Thank you, Bruce. Let's watch a video, shall we? I also need this to test some stuff. Tizzy, miss you, man. I just looked on your Twitch the other day because I was trying to make sure I didn't miss you going live. Thank you so much. You guys are wonderful. Thank you, kitten. I appreciate it. Thank you, Dazzer, for all the retweets. You psycho. I love you. Guys, in case you missed it, let's watch a video, shall we? Let's do it. Let's fall in love. Let's do it. So this is a special announcement video of something really cool that happened to me. It's also an update video for my YouTube channel, which I'm going to be uploading more content for the Tizzy Q channel, like a lot more. So keep an eye out for that. I'm very, very, very excited for that. So let's watch it in case you missed it, and then you can go watch it later and leave a comment. Like, butts. Everybody like that comment. Aww. Oh my. So we're going to start from the beginning. This will be the only time I talk about this too, by the way. Oh my gosh, no freaking way.
So 2022 has certainly been a crazy year for me.
It has.
It's had a lot of ups, it's had a lot of downs. But
life is good, people.
Through it all, I've come out so much better because of it. Now, to get the low points out of the way,
Bam,
because that's not really something I'm gonna talk about too much. I left a job back
yeah, it's right there.
Of last year that was incredibly toxic.
It's probably gonna go right here.
Honestly, leaving that
it might go right here, and I'll move this somewhere else. I'm not sure.
But when it comes to the high points, there are so many good things that have happened to me as a result of leaving that stupid job. First and foremost, I was able to meet somebody I've wanted to collaborate with and meet for a very long time, that being Sheepwave TV.
Sheepwave! Sheepwave! It's Sheepwave!
Me and him have worked together on several projects at this point, but most importantly, we created an EP together called Tidal Wave. It's a collection of songs that I sang and he did all the music.
Thank you, Golden Goddess. I appreciate it.
Literally, it would have been impossible to put together without him. And I even got a chance to fly out to Utah and meet
Thank you, Mr. Magikarp. Appreciate it.
And a bunch of other people in person, and we were able to kick it, have a good time.
I know the bald man as well.
I'm just now realizing on this YouTube channel,
hype.
I literally never announced that I made an EP. I just put up this video.
Yeah, Cinematos Carnage was an absolute fever dream.
Listen to it after this video. It's something
you better.
We poured our heart and soul into, and it was such a cathartic experience to be a part of. And on top of that, I was able to be a
Wait,
part
I know
of
who this Bryce guy is. Yes.
We were able to have this live stream moment where I came in out of nowhere, we performed some songs live. It was amazing. It blew my mind, and it was it blew my mind that I even did that in the first place, and it was
But
like,
Bryce isn't even real.
So yeah, I think the footage might be somewhere. I don't actually know where the footage is of that. Maybe we can bother Sheepwave and be like, upload it.
Upload it, upload it, upload it, upload it, upload it.
Use of Sheepwave, but bam.
Oh, good, good, Bryce.
I also got the chance to meet Tails of Taylor, Ashton.
Whatever, you know, whatever. It's all
we
good.
went to Disney Springs and went bowling. I suck at bowling. And streaming. Oh my gosh, I did so much streaming this year. I pumped out a lot of streams that I'm really proud of. I did a lot of stuff throughout the year.
Whoop.
So if you were there for that and you were there for those live moments, I really do appreciate it. And if you're not following the stream,
yeah, go for it. Either way, yeah.
Dude, do it. Would you do
yeah.
it? Do it. Please.
You stream, I do. It's a miracle.
But I think the
don't make me beg.
moment of this year, and probably the biggest moment of my life, is getting to collaborate on a channel by the name of Am I the Jerk? This is something where a friend of mine who I've known for like 8 years at this point, they reached out to me in December of 2021 and said, hey,
it was honestly life-changing. I can't
and so
I can't state that enough.
2022, I just started making content for this channel, and it's been a blast. It's been seriously one of the best moments of my life, like legitimately. I've done some pretty cool things.
10 out of 10.
I've been able to audition for a lot of different people.
It's been great.
I've been able to travel across the country to audition and to perform. But this right now and this channel that I've been collaborating on is honestly so cool. And it's honestly grown in a way that I have not expected. And it's literally all because we dedicated ourselves to the channel and we worked incredibly
It's weird
hard.
watching
And I'm just
yourself
so
like
grateful
this.
for
I don't
that.
know.
This past year of working on that channel, almost to the date, exactly a year.
Yeah,
crazy.
a
It's taught me
lot.
So many lessons about YouTube.
It was
about
me every
content
time,
in general.
trust
It
me.
has literally shown me what it takes to create a successful.
I'm like the Where's Waldo of TikTok, by the way. Just my voice is literally the Where's Waldo of TikTok. Dice Maps, thank you so much for subscribing.
Channel. And to have any kind of role in that in general has been mind-blowing to me. It is something I've literally always wanted to be a part of and to get to do myself. And it's honestly just really cool to be a part of this. When I first joined the channel about a year ago, there was about 7,000 subscribers, and now it's reached just a little bit over 700,000 subscribers. And when you reach certain milestones, YouTube sends you something to kind of celebrate.
Oh, thank you, kitten.
So
I appreciate it,
kitten.
kitten.
Come in the mail, it absolutely blew my mind.
It was actually a long, the creator of the channel actually mentioned to me, it was actually a long process to get my own play button. Like, it took a long time to get that together, just because they're like, you want multiple play buttons? They're like, yes, there's more than one person that collaborates on this channel. So that was apparently a long process. So I'm very grateful, and I can't sing their praise enough of just how kind and awesome they've been.
If there's ever been a curveball in my life,
yeah,
of
Salt
something
Poke caught
that I
on.
didn't expect, it was seeing this in my P.O. box. Me and the creator of the channel, we worked incredibly hard for this.
Honestly, Bryce,
but look at this.
Okay, for those of you who don't know, Demoker is like a prodigy when it comes to recognizing voices. If Demoker heard my voice in any of these videos that I've made, he would have been like, Tizzy, it's you! Immediately. So, fun fact.
Look at this. It's nuts, dude. It's nuts. I can't believe, I never thought I would have one of these.
Who found it first, me or Soft Poke? I think it was you,
I
Exit. I think it was you, Exit.
This. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful I made the choice to say, you know what, my position sucks, and I'm gonna move in a direction that's gonna make me happy.
Thank you, Pizza Dog. I appreciate it.
The moment of manifesting that in my life changed everything. So if your situation sucks, dude, you never know where you're gonna be in a year. Because a year ago, I never thought that I would be holding one of these, and it's crazy. And I
don't know what to do with it.
I
don't.
Where do I put it? Get out of here, Pikachu.
Poor Pikachu. I gotta find a proper place. This I didn't like how precarious it's set up, so I was like, I don't know.
I don't know. Let's find out. Ooh, it does. That works for now. Yeah, look at that. It's beautiful. Look at that. That's the thumbnail.
That really is the thumbnail. That is literally the thumbnail. It's great.
No, really, that's not gonna be the thumbnail. Well, maybe it is.
Don't keep up with. I don't keep up with shorts or TikTok enough. No, that's fair. That's okay.
Stream, which, by the way, follow in the description. They're gonna see that in the background, and be like, what is that? When did that happen?
Yay!
So check the links in the description.
It's a lot of fun.
Am I the Jerk and our sister channel of Am I the Genius. Follow me on Twitch down below, and also check out the EP that me and Sheepwave wrote and put together.
Big shout out to Noro for the art, and Nora's fantastic art.
Really
She was streaming the D&D game again tonight once all the folks are ready. Yes. Oh yeah.
I'll see you on stream,
and I think we're almost there.
On this channel.
Yeah.
And also, as a reminder, this coming Saturday, February 4th, 2023, at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to be live streaming on Twitch at twitch.tv/TizzyQ, and I have a very special announcement there that I can't wait to share with you.
Pikachu!
So please follow down below and mark your calendars.
Pikachu! Strangle and squeeze the Pikachu.
And you don't want to miss this. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Say goodbye, Pikachu. Wow.
It's like I'm cast away alone.
Thunderbolt.
There we go. There we go. Heckin' heck, 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 and heck, 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 heck. Heck! Yeah, there it is. Noro's here. All right, guys. It's almost time for the D&D campaign to start. I want to let you all know that this has been a labor of love. This has been something I've wanted to do for a very, very long time. And I'm excited to be a part of it. I am so excited to be a part of this. I can't stress it enough. And I've always wanted to tell my own story, if you will. And it's special to me. It's special to me because I've wanted this for a long time. Just texting my husband about how I was right and how I will always be right. Of course you're always right. Who's all playing? That's a good question, Demoker. So we're gonna reveal that momentarily. Greetings, Traveler. One Cringe Gamer, welcome in. There's a lot going on. See, 2023 is a good year. This is going to be the best year of my life. Let's manifest some things, shall we? I'm going to be consistently uploading on TizzyQ's channel, as well as on Where the Shadows Meet, which is a new Dungeons & Dragons channel that I'm launching today. That is something you should absolutely check out. Where the Shadows Meet. Thank you so much, Ashnapham. It is epic. I love it. I'm going to be making content on that, and tonight we're playing Dungeons & Dragons with a group of, not voice actors, but people that I've prepped for a while, that I'm very excited to share this story with all of you. Where the Shadows Meet. Okay. Let's do that. Let's save this. Let's change some things here. Perfect. Now, this is long-form content, so I'm probably not going to be communicating too much. And I'm not going to be... For these types of special streams, they're going to be bi-weekly of Dungeons & Dragons, but the content on Where the Shadows Meet is going to be consistent with weekly uploads, if not more than once a week. So the full VODs will be put on the Where the Shadows Meet channel, as well as the archive channel, just so we all are on like the same page. So I'm very excited about that. That's going to be a lot of fun. So let me start a call. I'm going to start a call with everybody. We're going to bring them in, and we're going to have a good old time. Let me get this. Oh, excuse me. Let me get some things together here. Let me get this here. And let's put this here. Music. Let me get that. We're about to start a thing here. Maybe not. Maybe not. I'll probably have it on playing in the background, but I know my players probably won't be able to hear it, but that's okay. Okay, guys, so let's do this, shall we? Let's do it. Who's excited? Because I'm excited. I'm very, very pumped. I love and appreciate all of you. Let's start a call with the people that I am playing with that are familiar in the community. Now, here's the best thing, right? Here's the best thing about this. I'm not just going to be playing D&D with this group of core people. This is one of many groups that I'm going to be playing with. So I'm going to be doing one-shots with people. I'm going to be doing this main campaign with people. I'm going to be doing quite a bit. So it's going to be fun. So if you're in the community and you're interested, please reach out. I'd love to run a game for you, basically. I feel like I run by the rule of cool, so I go about this in a way that is enjoyable for pretty much everybody involved. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's exactly 7:30. I'm going to start a call with everybody, and we're going to get this started for the people who are in here. Come on in. Hello, everybody.
Oh God.
Hello, hello, hello.
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 Welcome in, gamers. Okay, so let's first off just basically introduce yourself and say hi. I'm very excited to have you guys in here. I know everybody else is. So please don't be nervous. We love and appreciate all of you, and you're gonna do great. So let's talk. Let's start from the far left over. I'm Tizzy Q. I'll be the dungeon master for today's game. I'm very excited. I've done a lot of writing about this world, and there's a lot of ways that my players can completely derail it, and I'm excited for that. So yeah, let's go to Exit. Exit, introduce yourself to the people, not your character, but just introduce you if people are not familiar with you.
Hi, I'm Exy. I typically am the one who bullies Tizzy the most, or they beat me.
Yes.
And yeah, I've been trolling him the entire time. Anytime I said Family Guy movie on Twitter or Discord, it was actually about this.
Perfect. Yeah, no, pretty much. Yeah, that's just about right. What is Exy? What's your favorite color? Tell me. We need to know. The people demand it.
Purplish. You know, like I'm not a color nerd, so purplish.
Purplish. Perfect.
Magenta, Menta, I don't know.
Love that. Thank you so much, Noro, for the retweet. I really do appreciate that. Perfect. Coco Pelli, who are you? Tell us about yourself.
Hi, I'm Coco Pelli. I'm making funny music, but not all the time. And very excited to be here.
Yeah.
So thank you for bringing me along.
Of course. Coco Pelli, I'm very happy for you. Thank you, Demoker. I'll let you know. All right. Oh, what's your favorite color, Coco Pelli?
It's a split tie between pastel pink and pastel green.
God dang, that's way better than what I would have said. I can see both those colors. That's amazing. Oh my gosh. All right, next one on the list, Soft Poke. How you doing? Welcome in, gamer. Tell us about yourself.
I'm Soft Poke, and I do shady things on the internet.
Cool. What's your favorite?
You know,
Wait, is that your intro? Is that all you're gonna say?
Yeah, that's it. I don't need anything else.
I love it. Perfect. What's your favorite color?
Sage green.
Sage green. Ooh, that's a beautiful color. This is gonna be hard for me to ask Noro what her favorite color is because, oh God, Noro, introduce yourself. Who are you? What makes you go for it?
Okay, hi, I'm Noraju, but you can call me Noro. That's what people call me. But yeah, I'm an artist, and I've done art for Tizzy and Tizzy's friends.
Oh yeah.
For 30-day campaigns and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, if you're ever whenever her commissions open, I don't know when they are open, but
Soon.
yeah, everybody hire her because she's well worth it. She's great. She does a good job. And I will only go to her first. And I'm like, are you available? Oh, you're busy? All right, I will go to the other artist then. She's the first one I go to, so that says something. Perfect. Oh, what's your favorite color, Noro? What is it? Only
No.
one. You can only pick one.
Only one?
Pick your pick your top three. Top three.
Top three. Okay. Purple,
Okay.
red,
Gotcha.
and orange.
Ooh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Love that. Love that. So I want to. So with D&D, there's lots of ways that things can go, but I'm honestly really excited now for some behind the scenes for the people who are watching. My players today have been under the impression we've been playing 3 kind of test starter campaigns. They've been doing a lot of stuff to kind of get used to playing D&D or get up to speed if they haven't played in a while. But what my players don't realize is that a lot of their decisions have impacted the universe that they're now going to be officially stepping into, which is really cool. Hey, Glifferson, welcome in, buddy.
What were you telling us? It was just a session.
What's that? Speak a little bit closer into the mic for me.
It was just a regular session. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so we had some 3 kind of warm-up sessions to try and get them acquainted with the universe, but all of the decisions that y'all made in that universe have carried over into this main campaign. So congratulations. You guys are in the thick of it. So I want to start things off with a oh my gosh, I don't know what that was, but thank you so much for following King Tuck FGC. I appreciate it, man. So I want to start off with setting the scene, if you will.
Just realized I had the wrong microphone selected.
I was about to say, you sound like really far away. I was like, all right, let's make sure we're good there. Okay, so everybody sit back, relax. I don't have music associated with this. We will next time, but my words will hopefully be enough. Softpoke's actually going to sing us a tune as I talk, so... Softpoke, whenever you're ready. Just kidding.
And a 1, and a 2,
Number 1
and
and
a
3 royale. Yeah, Fortnite about to get. That's
Get down.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Far in the north, past the grassy meadowlands of Lemsenson and the swampy marsh of Uvalo, lies the city of Wolfden, the bustling capital of the territory of Wolfren. In the shadow of the jagged, gargantuan Sharpwind Mountains, Wolfden sits as an oasis from the frigid ice and snow that stretches for miles across the seemingly eternal winter that is the territory of Wolfren, where wolves and wildlife and fey creatures and monsters roam and prowl amongst unsuspecting travelers. Because of the dangers in the territory of Wolfren, many communities and villages and townships, they've all decided to make Wolfden their home. It's this massive, bustling metropolis in the middle of the winter Iceland, winter wilderness, if you will. And they make their homes, whether it's behind the walls or in the surrounding areas nearby. Refuge, financial opportunity, and protection are all available to all those who seek it in Wolfden. For a price, that is. No matter your background or your status, Wolfden welcomes and protects all who seek a new beginning. As a result, many people from all types of backgrounds have made Wolfden their home, including some that are more nefarious than others, and it's up to those who come to this place to try and distinguish between the two. Many who make the treacherous travel to Wolfden take this as a chance to turn a new leaf and become an upstanding citizen that they never thought they could be, while others, despite their best attempts, can't help but become exactly who they always were, whether that's nefarious or somehow a little bit jaded in a way. we find our heroes, and they are heroes, the heroes of Cedar Shell District, together once again fighting to protect those who are obviously lesser than them. Our heroes, the last we left off, took down a very nefarious individual who made the attempt of taking down and burning down the Cedar Shell Orphanage, a place in which many children go to and are pretty much left there without any sort of parental guidance or any kind of siblings to be heard of. They protected that area. They protected the Cedar Shell Lower District, and they have since been awarded pendants and these necklaces that have helped basically kind of distinguish them from everybody else in the area. But before we go any further, I need all of you to roll initiative.
Oh god.
Okay, already. That's a 6.
Let's bring this up, shall we?
Oh yeah, I always forget to just.
Yeah, so do it again, and then we'll type in the actual one. So just be sure to click on your character token in the middle, and then we will bring in these characters. And as we're working that out, we'll look at this. But
you forgot. Can you delete it and quickly? I don't have ownership of this.
You don't? Okay. Bloop. And then just go ahead and drag your characters in, and I'll place it where I need you. Is that okay? You got that.
There we go.
Perfect.
Gosh, this is lovely. Why
There
is
we
it
go.
everywhere?
And let me just edit this to be a 6 because that's what I got.
Wrath is not supposed to be on here, but we're not going to worry about that.
Just random character.
Random characters kind of popped in.
I forgot. You dragged the text of the picture. I don't remember for.
So you drag the text in there. So Softpoke, you're right about here.
Why am I invisible? What?
I don't. It's not showing up.
Let's do one of these. Hold on. Everything just went.
Just undo and just give us control over it.
What happened? Something like, oh, that's why, because there's 2 maps. Why are there more than one map?
Wait, make sure there's not like a bunch more.
Let's do that.
Wait,
How many maps are here?
oh my gosh!
Jesse, how many maps?
I think I know what happened.
God.
Somehow, that's so funny.
Somehow my character is the.
You're the
sword.
map. Let me look at this.
Alright, I can see mine. I'm here.
Let's remove that. Yeah, no, you're good.
I swear, if
Yeah.
this happens again.
No, you're good. I was wondering why. I was like, what is going on here?
It's the scale.
Who's
That's
so
why.
big?
Yeah. Let's do this.
There's like a huge player character on the...
Who put that on there?
I didn't put that.
Exine, is it you? Just answer that.
It is, but I don't know why though.
Okay, I don't know either.
It's me. I don't know.
I feel like this is how it was supposed to go.
So let me delete that. I'm gonna bring you in myself.
Just do it myself.
It's still doing it. Why is it doing that? Why is it doing that? That is so funny to me. Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. Your default token. Let me edit token properties. Why did it just immediately blew up? It immediately blew up. That's so funny to me. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
So, for the sake of ease, what we're gonna do, hey, this is what we can do. If you could upload your picture as the default token, that's probably what's going wrong. And I don't know why, which is really funny to me. But Softpoke, you're right about here is where I had it. And
So how do I change my default token?
So you click on your character, and then you're going to go to edit, and you're going to upload your default token. Because every time I bring you in...
I thought I already did that, though.
Nope, you didn't. Doesn't look like you did. Because every time I do that,
Oh,
this
wrong
is
one.
you. I was wondering, there's literally like 4 maps that like appeared on screen, and I'm like, oh my god, that is not supposed to happen.
Uh-oh. It's so bad. There's so many.
There's so many of them.
That's why I did the avatar, not the.
You're good. Yeah, no, I'll point you exactly where I need you. You're right here.
Gosh, I need to get.
Okay.
All right. Oh, yuck. Did everyone put their Oh, there's 2. There we go. There's 2 of you. That's great. That's great. You know what? Oh, look at that. Oh, it's still there. Oh, good.
We're experiencing technical.
There's technical.
difficulties, everybody.
All right, do it again. Oof. Yeah, this is an oof moment. Guys, gamers, I need some oof moments up in the chat. All right, we need some oof moments up in the chat.
Don't oof us. Where did I go in the turn order?
So you just go and redo it. Click on your character, and then we'll change it. That's totally fine. We could do that. Yeah, there we go. And we'll take your original initiative order because you were 6. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Soft poke. Are you not the map anymore?
I don't know. Last time I didn't have. I could just drag it and it worked.
Yeah, I have no idea what that was. That was probably because when I was making this map, I was like, oh, let me see if I can like do some like character tokens. I must have like clicked on your name, and then suddenly it's like, hello, there you are. That's really funny.
During the intermission, Q just expanded, just got really
yeah, exactly. Big. Yeah, Q's massive now.
This
Q is massive. Welcome into Plus Flingamungo.
Apparently, I don't have permission to view this. Oh, never mind. There we go.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Okay. So I want you to put your character right here. Hey!
So big.
Listen, I know you're like a giant. All right, let's just do this. It's gonna do this all night. That's so funny. please let us do this all night. You're so wide. Let's do that.
There we go.
Yeah.
I think maybe I don't know.
We'll look at it.
Right?
We'll look at it later. I think it got scaled to the size of the map. So you are, no matter what you do, you're just big.
Just very big.
You're large.
Let's go.
All right, Noro, go ahead and click your character one more time, and then do the initiative button again, so we can readjust your initiative. Same for you, Exit.
Yeah, time to do that.
Perfect.
Hey, 17 again.
Yeah. Oh, that's perfect. There we go. Okay, so we'll put you up there.
Everybody's got good rolls. Not me though.
Not me, of course. Wow! Thank you so much for the wows. I appreciate it. So for those of you who are not who are just now joining the chat, I won't be talking too much in chat. We're playing a D&D game. We're attempting to, but it's falling apart at the seams. But we'll be doing our best to make it happen. This is a train wreck so far, but it's funny as crap, and I don't care. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Oh God.
Jesus, excuse you.
I'm sorry. Okay. I think that let out the jitters for me. I hope it did for you guys as well. Noro, you're at 18, right? 18. All right, so at the top of the round, as you guys, you find yourselves stuck in this area. You guys have been called upon as heroes of the Cedar District to come and protect those who cannot protect themselves in the farmers market outside of the city of Wolfton. You've been employed and absolutely been playing, you know, D&D. You've been getting ready. You find yourself in the mix, and as you jump into this battlefield, you, obviously, as the heroes of the Cedar District, you know for a fact that you've been fighting off these goblins that have been attacking all of these townsfolk, right? They're all over the place. They're scared out of their minds, and you are the only people that can stop this from happening. Remy, you've killed many people, but we're going to go down the list. You're going to introduce your characters as you're getting ready to fight to the death. So, up at the top of the list, Noro, introduce your character. Who are they? What are they about?
Oh, okay. Gesso. Gesso? Oh god, I forgot.
Gesso.
Gesso is a Goliath barbarian.
Yes.
That is an artist. Woo! Pretty much it, yeah.
Yes. I love it. Perfect. So, Gesso, you're top of the order. You've already killed 2 goblins in front of you. There's one more standing there. He's like, I'm gonna kill you. He's got a knife in his hand. You have the initiative order. What would you like to do?
Can I bonk them?
You want to bonk them?
Yeah.
Perfect. So, how would you like to commence the bonketing? Everybody, you watch as Gesso reaches into his bag, and Jesso's this large, imposing figure, and this goblin is just right at his kneecaps. He's looking to try and stab you in the leg to bring you down, but you've got the jump on him. Go ahead and roll for an attack if you'd like. A light hammer, a 10. A light. Oh, you're just using your hammer. Okay. So you, yeah. So let me do one thing real quick. All right.
Oh wait, do I? Oh, is it this? Wait.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm getting so confused.
You're okay. No, that's okay. So yeah, you pull out. You have this hammer on the side of your belt. You pull it out. You swing, and it just barely misses him as a 10 goes wide, and the goblin ducks right underneath it. So you're still in combat with them, but is there anything else you would want to do?
That's all for now.
That's all for now. Perfect. Q, you standing in the background, you see this goblin approaching. You've already killed one off to the side. You see another one over to your left who's currently gobbling down some treats. He's eating it quickly as he's looking around at his compatriots. Q, or Eggsy, go ahead and describe Q for the audience.
Well, they are a. Let's see. They are a human. I think the art I'm using right now is not for this character.
Okay, that's okay.
They are in fine clothes and have some dark ginger hair and fairly fancy clothes. Kind of seems weird to go into combat with, but it works for them, so.
It works. Perfect. And what is your character's name?
Q.
Q. C-U-E. All right, Q, what would you like to do? It's your turn.
All right. I am going to do Magic Missile. And
Perfect.
Gonna do two on this, the first two on this guy.
Okay.
And then another one on that guy.
Perfect. Go ahead and roll your hits.
So, not doing
Perfect. Perfect.
And then the last guy gets
2. All right. So you pop 6 shots into this guy, and then 2 points of damage into him.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. So you watch as this goblin in front of you just goes. Ah! It hits him as if you threw a bowling ball at his chest, and he's clutching his chest as a little bit of blood kind of drips out of his mouth. He is not looking good. He's definitely looking hurt. You did some serious damage. And the other one kind of hits in the back of his head, and he doesn't really notice. He's still gobbling away. This one over there on the side has kind of a bigger belly, and he's very much stuffing his face at the moment. So you got your attack. What else would you like to do? Sorry, I'm looking for something on my end.
During all that, kind of getting away, I also move to there, because I know I am a squishmallow.
You're squishy. As you move back to the crowd behind you is a bustling group of people. It's all types of like women and children and blacksmiths and all these people who are kind of crowded around. You get the vibe that this happened all of a sudden. Like these goblins popped out of these barrels in this massive cart that was being carried by horses, but these horses have very much run off, and they popped out and they started to attack. And this crowd is a lot of people. They're whispering and they're kind of hiding around each other. They're hoping this will end. Anything else you'd like to do, Q?
All I can do, unless I want to just say a one-liner, and I'm not that edgy yet.
Say a one-liner. Do it. No, I don't know.
Looks like that man's gonna have some mashed potatoes. I don't know.
That's the best thing you've ever said, and I'm so proud of you. Remy, it is your turn. Remy, you are currently squatting behind a barrel after just murdering this fool in cold, hard blood. It is your turn. Go ahead and describe your character for the audience.
My character is a rat, much like myself. And their name is Remy, and they love Mordor.
Moider. They're just a small itty-bitty little rat, and they're beautiful, and we love and appreciate them. She's great. Perfect. So, Remy, you are sitting behind this barrel. You see lots of damage and blood. You do see a guy straight ahead. And if you were to peek out or, do whatever, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna take out my needle.
Okay.
And give him a little stab.
So who did you want to try and run towards? Did you want to bum rush him, or did you want to attack him? These are the 2 enemies you can currently see.
Let's get the guy that's kind of getting some food in him.
Getting some food. Okay. All right. So you run up. So go ahead and move your character to about here. So you click the arrow button. Yeah, there you go. So you want to get right up on him if you want to try and hurt him. It's this one right here. There you go. He has no clue you're there. He is stuffing his face full. He's got watermelon. He's just like. All right. Go ahead and roll an attack with Noodle's Needle. 25 absolutely hits. Go ahead and roll some damage. 6.
Oops, that's the wrong one.
5, yeah, perfect. I mean, you don't even need the sneak attack damage. As you stab into him, this guy doesn't even see it coming. As you take the blade and you shove it straight through his chest, all of a sudden, all of you, especially Jesso, you hear the noise of as this goblin guts just splatters out all across this table over into your peripheral vision. As this goblin just completely gets gored, and it's like, it's like a needle sticking through his chest. The crowd looks and they're like, and they're especially with this small little girl that's been hiding behind this barrel, Remy. You do hear in the corner of your vision, you hear a girl crouched, cowering in the corner, just kind of scared and very, very afraid for her life. But you killed the goblin right in front of it. As you pull your blade away and the blood kind of gushes, this goblin is indeed no more. What else would you like to do?
I'm gonna eat some of the stuff on the table.
Okay, how would you like to get there? I'll give you 10 feet of movement to play with.
Yeah, I just like really acrobatically hop over the dead goblin.
Yeah, go ahead and make a acrobatics check. All right, 13. Yeah, sure. So you less graceful, but you know what? The goblin is kind of hunched on top of the table at such an angle where you're able to like kind of clamber up it like a little rat. You kind of climb up it, and you're jumping up on there, and you see a beautiful, delicious, crisp chicken that's been like glazed and worked on for hours, but there is goblin like guts all over it. So I mean, you can kind of pick through it. Yeah, you've eaten worse. You've had way worse than that.
Yeah.
It's the goblin's. Oh no! It's not the goblin's turn. It's Eltrin. Eltrin Stoutbridge. You see ahead of you. You see this goblin got hit big time, very hard in the chest, like a bowling ball got hit. And you see one standing in front of you that also looks worse for wear. Please describe to the audience your character.
Alright, so if you were ever like looking around trying to see where this almost like young man's voice is coming from, you would probably see a stick, and you would follow that stick all the way down to see a 2'3", tan-skinned, dark-eyed, dark brown-haired, 16-year-old halfling named Eltrin Stoutbridge.
We love him.
He's currently wearing his druid garbs, kind of like basically just like leaves on top of essentially what's leather armor.
Okay.
And with his bow, he takes a couple of steps back, knowing that he needs some space.
Yes.
And takes a shot at this guy.
All right, roll for an attack.
Let's see. Pull it up.
Let's go, baby. Shoot him in the mouth.
I'm a shoot in the mouth. Wait, hold on. There it is. Wait, no, that's that one. This one? Wait,
yes, the first one. We'll do the first one. 15 does hit.
Okay,
it
sweet.
Absolutely hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Wow.
7.
There we go.
Perfect. This goblin, he just watched his friends die. All 2 of them. You've already taken 2 of them out, right? And he is ready to get revenge. And you see he's got like dribbles of blood down his cheek, down like his like cheeks at the corner of his mouth. He looks hungry and he wants your blood, Eltrin, but you end up shooting an arrow straight through his mouth as he's about to give out a war cry. And it just goes straight through and stabs him in the mouth, killing him on sight. Congratulations. You did it, gamer. So that one is dead. You did it. All right, what else would you like to do?
I'm going to look at all the onlookers over here around this area.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be like, you guys need to move back.
As you say that, you see a few of them kind of take your advice, and they kind of tuck behind these big boulders that are there. You do see 2 blacksmiths that are standing ready. They got hammers. They've got like very sharp objects from what you can see. They're ready to throw down. One of the adventurers actually steps up as these 2 kind of take a step back as well. So it looks like some of them did listen to your plea, if you will. Anything else that you would like to do?
I can't do anything, so
okay.
I'm gonna stand and look pretty, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, you already said one-liner. Never mind.
Oh yeah, do you have a one-liner or? No, just kidding.
Eltrin's one-liners, they're like, oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Perfect. It is now the goblin's turn. This goblin right here, it just got punched in the chest, but as it looked up, it sees a small, very, very tiny-looking childlike creature, if you will, standing there with a big old stick, and he's looking at you, Ultran. So he runs up, and he's going to roll an attack against you. For those who don't know, I'm going to be using a die for my attacks and such, so let's see what happens. A 7! Does a 7 hit?
Against my 13, he needs 6 more.
Ha! Get wrecked. That's a skill issue, baby. So he misses.
Skill issue?
He swings wide with his dagger, and he's going for his throat, kind of like like the karambit from like Counter-Strike. It's a curved blade, but it's jagged and it's gross looking, like it's almost been stuck in seawater for like way too long, and it looks kind of gross and oh god, I'm gonna get tetanus or some kind of disease. He swing wide, but you kind of duck out of the way, moving just barely enough out of the way. Well, plenty of room to run out of the way. So he does that. And he just kind of stays up in your face, snarling, just like... the next one is standing right in front of you, Gesso, and he's going to swing again. Oh, he rolled a natural 1. He goes up, and he is trying to go for you in some kind of way, and he's about to do a... And he slips, and what he doesn't realize is that his comrades, their blood is right there. It made the ground slippery, so he is now prone on the ground. So that is the goblin. There's no other goblins to account for. You've murdered them all! Gesso, it is your turn. What would you like to do? You see Remy on the side, and you see this goblin on the ground, prone in front of you.
I try again.
You try again?
Another bonk.
Are you going to use the hammer, or are you going to use something else?
Actually, I'll try to use something else.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Go ahead and click it if you like. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Nice. Oh god.
So as you guys, for the sake of the audience and everybody else in the heroes of Cedar Shell District, you guys know this, but Gesso, the artist, the painter, the legendary painter of the lower district, he pulls out a paintbrush, and with a wave of his hand, you see as golden fairy dust kind of occupies the space as a massive. It's a great sword, correct? It's like this is a massive great sword, if I'm not mistaken. That comes out of I believe
halberd.
Halberd. That's all. It's a halberd. That's why. This is why you're here. He pulls out this halberd. It's this giant spear-like axe basically, and Gesso pulls it out, and you see this creature on the ground, and you feel this shiver down your spine because you know this is going to be an awesome kill. As you go down there and you slam him down, go ahead and roll for some damage. I mean, this is, yeah, you not only kill him, you cut him in half in 2 perfect sections, right down from his right collarbone all the way down to his left hip. Just absolutely fillet him in half, as goblin blood goes all across the area, completely murdering him. Absolutely destroy him. That was awesome. So anything else you would like to do, Gesso?
I turn to Remy and ask, how's the food?
It's really good. Thank you.
Yeah. Good.
Good. Perfect. So you've got movement, you've got a free action and a bonus action. Is there anything else you would want to try to do? You do see around you, you see kind of a similar scene of these people huddled behind. You do see from the corner of your eye, and you've got a very high kind of position of vantage. You can see this little girl sitting kind of quivering and scared and just kind of very, almost shaking like a leaf over this barrel that she's hiding behind.
I'll try to go to her.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and move over there.
Is that far enough? Is that right?
Yeah, you can move diagonally.
Okay.
You kind of like shuffle around. You kind of move the table out of the way. It's easy for you. You're massive. You go there, and she's like, "Are the Batmen dead?"
Yeah, almost everyone. But yeah, there's only one. But you'll be fine.
Okay, I'm scared.
I picked them up.
Oh my
just like
goodness.
cuddling them.
Yes. So you pick up this this small little girl, and she's sitting in your arms. Make a perception check for me. 13. Yeah, they look a little weird. They look a little, this don't look right. This looks a little weird.
Mm,
It's a child. Definitely a child, but it's a little bit more girth. I don't know. It's weird. Something weird going on, but that's all you can really glean. Q, it's your turn.
Okay. So I kind of like stretching out, saying, "Oh, let's just get this over with," and then put all my magic missiles into that goblin guy.
Perfect. Roll. It just hits, right? Magic missile just slaps
Yeah.
him around. Yeah. Go and roll it. 5, 3. Yeah. They're dead.
Let's finish this.
They're very dead.
I can just point at it and then lasers just shoot out.
Bop, 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 bop. I mean, these things, they hit like bowling ball. It hurts like crap. It just completely just pierces through him like it's just butter. Like we're talking like Dragon Ball Z Disintegrate, as there's these giant holes just like in his chest as he's like he was getting ready to attack Eltrin and just like go hard in the paint on Eltrin. And but you just obliterate him right then and there. So they are in pieces and they are gone. What else would you like to do, Q?
It's kind of just like, that's it. I kind of walk over to, let's see, because assuming battle's done, it's kind of like walk over and I'm like, I look over to Eldrin and say, I did what you couldn't.
I do know. I think
literally look down at him.
Of course, I think Coco.
Left them.
So I think just to interject, I think Cocopelli has stepped away, so I'll kind of play for Cocopelli for now.
No, I'm good.
Oh, you're back. Okay, go ahead. Yeah. So Eltrin, you see Q standing over top of you, and go ahead and say what you're going to say, Q.
I did what you couldn't. I just yawned and magic missile this goblin.
You see the twitching corpse of the goblin next to Eltrin.
And I respond. I'm like, "That's so cool. Where can I learn that?"
Oh, that's so endearing.
Maybe you can learn it. I don't know. I don't know any druids, so I don't know if you can. You might be able to cast it. I don't know. I can help you figure out.
Can you help me? Like questioning.
I can try.
Oh, that's precious. Oh, that's what it's all about. Anything else you'd like to do? Q. Sorry, if there's something else, go for it.
Well, I'll try to teach you. Maybe I can't no promises, but I can try.
Wow,
There you go.
there's nothing better than trying, isn't there?
And that's my turn.
That's your turn. Perfect. We're on board with you, Remy. Remy, make a perception check for me. 17. As you're eating through this food, you glance over at Gesso, who's now holding this small child, and something does not look right. Something does not look right. You notice that there's the skin almost looks painted, and it almost looks like they smeared something on them to look like a small child, if you will. And you notice at the hip there's a dagger, and it looks like this small child is slowly reaching for this dagger. What would you like to do, Remy?
Is the so-called child wearing shoes?
Yes. On closer inspection, you see hints of green on their ankles. As the shoes are nattered and gross and grimy. They're the kind of shoes that are like thrown away by a shoemaker because the leather is all gross and disgusting. But for other people, it would be perfect for exactly what they need.
Do they have laces?
They don't have laces. They're just kind of like slip-ons, but they've been very much tied with like gross looking. It almost looks like hair it's been sewed together with. It's like a variety of material, but it's just it works for the sake of it.
I'm just gonna call out to Gesso.
Oh, okay. What do you say to Gesso?
That's a weird looking kid.
Savage.
That's a weird looking. Hey,
Look a little green there.
Hey, your kid's ugly. I'm gonna do that next time I go to Walmart. Perfect. Anything else you'd like to do? You're still sitting there with the chicken. You got lots of chicken on you, and you're enjoying the feast of war, if you will.
I'll hop off the table.
Okay.
And get a closer look at the child.
Okay. How close do you get?
Maybe I'll hop onto the knocked over barrel.
Oh, perfect. Which one? Are we talking about this one or this one?
The one right next to Jesso.
Oh, perfect. Go ahead and move your character over there. As you get close to him, the child looks at you, and you see the yellow in their eyes, something that Jesso just barely missed as the contact lens that they were wearing. They got contacts in this area. The gelatin that this goblin was using kind of slides off. You see the bloodshot yellow eyes as it goes to stab at you as a surprise. Does a 17 hit? I think it does. Remy?
Yeah.
It does. The goblin does 2 points of damage as it slashes at you in the arms of Jesso.
No.
No! So just go ahead and mark down 2 points of damage for you.
Okay.
That was all surprise. You haven't technically used your attack yet. So if you wanted to, I don't know, but you could.
I mean, they attacked me first, so
Yeah, they
I'm
did.
gonna
It
attack
was
them.
a surprise. Perfect. Go ahead and roll for an attack. Hey, 14 absolutely hits. Go ahead and roll some damage. Oh my god. You cut into it and it pierces through its gut. Jesso, you watch as this child that you thought was a child dissolves into this green goblin sitting in your arms. And it kind of makes sense why this small, petite child would be so heavy. Because they're clearly wearing some kind of crappy armor that they just kind of slapped together. And you're still holding this child as Remy uses Needle to stab into its chest and out the goblin it kind of drops its knife down to the ground right at the feet right there. So it's now unarmed at the moment. Anything else you'd like to do, Remy?
No, that's it.
Perfect. Eltrin, it's your turn. Make a perception check for me.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Perception. That's a 19.
Hey, yeah. You notice, you check past, you just got a chewing out of Q. Q's basically like, I'm better than you. Sorry. No big deal. And you glance over and you see what looks like Remy stabbing a small child.
Not knowing that this is a goblin.
Yeah, no, you have no idea.
I'm going to, like, angrily, like, make my way this way.
Okay.
I'm going to be like, what the heck are you attacking a small child for?
Alright, so as you get closer, you recognize that this is a goblin in a little girl's outfit. A very crappy design that they thought they were going to get away with. But you can very clearly see that this is a goblin, and Jesso's kind of wrestling with it in his arms.
Yeah, I'm going to be like, oh, ugh. And I'm going to step back.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm going to rescind that. And,
okay.
Hold out my hand and poison spray.
Oh my god! Wait, is that a cone? Are you about to hit Jesso and Remy?
Absolutely no.
Okay.
Its target is anyone. It is range of 10 feet, but I think it's just like a one creature.
Go ahead and click on
the hand towards a creature.
Click on the spell and bring it up for the audience. There we go. Alright, you extend your hand towards a creature you can see within range. So 10 feet, I will say that it will do this, but if you're right here, it would just, I'll say for the sake of it, it'll just hit here if you're right here.
I'll take that.
Take a step back, yeah. So
I don't want to hurt my friend.
Yeah. Is there any kind of save with it, or is it just literally, it just happens?
It is a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution, let's roll some.
Let's see, why is the spell save DC 0? Excuse me?
I'm sorry?
You must not have it set up.
That's okay. It doesn't matter because he rolled an 8, and I know for a fact nothing's going to be... it's absolutely going to fail. Hey, Florida man, what's going on?
So let's see, I roll 1d12.
There you go.
Let me do a d12 here. That's 7 damage.
God. Jesso, you're having quite the visceral experience as what you thought was a child gets stabbed and then euthanized. As you're holding this goblin in your arms, and then Jesso's just like, Remy stabs it, and then Eltrin goes, ah! and then just poisons it. This poison, it kind of like it licks at the tip of your nose. And you're almost, but you almost get hit by it, but you kind of hold out your arms, and this goblin goes, and it just kind of like withers in your arm like a It's horrifying. It's actually unbelievably disgusting, but it works out in the end, and you kind of make amends with it, and you're like, all right, that's cool. So that is that's the end of combat as this small child just expires in your arms. Just this horrifying just display of just grossness as you toss it to the side. Yeah.
Running up, I say, "Did you guys just kill me?" Oh, it's a good one. Good work, guys.
Yeah, from a distance, it literally looked like Gesso held down a child, Remy stabbed it, and then Eltrin just euthanized it. Like, absolutely, what is going on?
Nice. Hopefully there's not any other surprises.
Yeah, you know what? Go and everybody roll a perception check, kind of get a lay of the land. You've been fighting for, it seems like, about 30 minutes. Soft poke, you've never seen less.
Oh my god.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Wow! All of you suck! All of you!
We're tired. Okay, give us a break. We're tired.
You guys are very exhausted. You've been fighting, man. You've been fighting for, seems like, an hour. These goblins kept popping out of these barrels, man. You see... I will say, as you look around, you see the shuffling of people and the murmuring of voices as this farmer's market kind of comes back to life in a way where these people are standing there and they slowly start to one by one come up and kind of observe all that's going on. This area is, as you all know, is a farmer's market that's set up right outside the walls of Wolfden. It's a place where people come for commerce, and they come for all types of goods and services, from armories, from food to entertainment to everything. Everything kind of goes through this crossroads area outside the walls of the city. And it's something that all of you have just now become quite acquainted with, as everybody slowly starts to kind of circle around and look at all the damage of these people. So you see all this. What would you guys like to do from there?
Well, work here is done. Was this a spontaneous thing, right? That happened.
Well, yeah. So you would know from your past, you guys were asked by a higher up going into this to help take care of some ne'er-do-wells that have been coming to the farmers market, and to be ready for if something were to happen. And so all of you have been. Basically, you stepped up when no one else could step up. As you're wondering, kind of like, well, what's next? You see a man. He's kind of frail and feeble. Slowly approach all of you, and he says, well done, heroes. You did exactly what we could not. We thank you for your service. You've saved this market, and you've saved us once again. And around you, you hear all these slow claps of applause. Yeah, oh yeah, oh! Like all these people, this cacophony of voices of people, all grateful that you saved them. You saved their lives, and there's a lot to clean up. But it seems like this all happened, and these people were waiting and trying to see if you could handle it. And he says, is there any way that we can repay you? Is there anything we could do for you?
You could pay us or give us a coupon for this farmer's market.
Yes, payment. I could do payment. We could do payment. And you see as he mutters under his breath as you watch as like an ethereal sparkles kind of go into his hand, as it looks like this stone, this smooth, flat stone, and he holds it up and he starts to speak into it, and he whispers something into it. Then it flashes away, and he's like, "I will make sure that you have payment. Thank you so much." Remy, you watch as a man. So the building right here, you see a building. There's like markets under there. There's a bunch of people underneath these buildings over here as well that have been cowering and hiding behind bananas and apples and oranges and dragon fruit and all these different wares and these stuff that they've been selling. But this one man comes up and says he comes up to you, Remy, and he says, "You were one of the heroes that they've been talking about."
I am.
Oh, thank you for your service. I thank you for saving our market. Well, what do you call yourselves? Do you have a name of some sort? So this guy asked you what is the name of your group, Remy?
Oh,
too much power. This is too much power.
Some might ask, why'd you choose Remy? Others would say, that makes sense.
4 cheeses.
He thinks for a second and he's like, God, that makes no sense. But like, yes, the 4 cheeses. Oh my God,
I will spread your name far and wide. The 4 cheeses, the heroes of the Cedar Shell District. Thank you so much.
I was gonna say, Sappho, thank you. I would have picked a dumb name and not a good name. I would have picked something like the Magnificent Four or something.
The 4 cheeses. Thank you so much, Soft Poke. And then he looks at you, Remy, and he's like,
Well, what's your name? What can I call you?
I'm Remy Redrum, which is murder spelled back.
Oh, thank you.
let me roll a perception check. All right, with a let me see, with a 2, he didn't hear that. He only heard the Remy Redrum. Is he saying that to himself?
Remy Redrum. Oh, thank you. I will spread your name and your group far and wide. The 4 cheeses.
And he starts to run back into the awning. All of you roll a perception check. At this point, there's a lot of people gathered around. There's a lot of noise. None of you.
I got the exact same rolls.
Yeah. If you roll another 6, a devil will appear and kill you, Cocopelli. So Cocopelli and Gesso, you guys don't hear that, but Q, you immediately hear that, and you're like, "What in actual God's green earth am I hearing right now? That does not make any sense."
So I turn to I kind of subtly turn to Remy.
Okay.
And then telepathically speak to them.
Okay.
Saying, I am the great rat god. You have done well. You have made me proud to have picked you to be my chosen one.
Remy,
I'll be with you soon.
Oh my God. Remy, roll.
Also, I do this in halfling, aka rat language. So
okay. Go ahead and roll an insight check at advantage. You're gonna insight 13. Oh wow. Q, roll a deception check.
Come on.
Soft Poke, Remy is having quite an ethereal moment in their life as they are convinced in this moment that the rat god that they've said that they have claimed to be themselves, even at the hero's anointing of you all receiving this crest, of the hero's crest that's allowed you to do a lot of these things, you hear a voice in your head that you can't quite, it's kind of like one of those like non-native voices where you're like, it kind of sounds like someone, but I can't quite put like my finger on it, like who is it? But like you hear this voice and it says, I am the rat god. I will soon visit you. And I mean, you're having this moment, and how would Remy react to hearing from the rat god himself or herself?
I stumble back a little bit and I look up at the sky and I wipe a tear from my face.
And
I say thank you.
Q, you are seeing all this, and Remy is having a moment unlike any other, and it's beautiful. It's glorious. You've helped them gain just happiness in their lives, and this is the happiest they've ever been. Tearfully, thank you. Perfect. Awesome. So Gesso and Cocopelli, you can type in the chat, and I'll verbalize what you're doing. But you see all these people surrounding you and kind of around you, and it looks like the farmers market slowly starts to pick up as these. I'll say these supposed children and goblins are slowly kind of cleaned up, and people kind of go around and they start to dispose of these bodies. I mean, they have people that come around here and like raid it occasionally, but not to this degree. This was the most they've ever seen it. Mm-hmm. But is there anything else that you guys would like to do before we progress the story forward?
Do I see any souls that interest me? Would that be perception or?
Yeah, roll a perception check. Let's see who you see. A 14. You see just the normal, you see a normal group of people, honestly. You don't see anything super outstanding. You do see a few adventurers that we're watching that have been, as you all would know, in the city of Wolfton, all types of people come here, including adventurers who are seeking new wares and they're seeking new kind of stuff, if you will. But you don't see anyone super out of the ordinary. You kind of get the vibe that there's a mixed crowd here.
Is there like a bread shop?
You do see...
Bakery, I guess?
Yeah, so underneath this awning up here in the above you, there's all types of foods, and you do smell bread up there.
I kind of look at the bread area.
Okay, yeah. So I don't have a map specific for this part.
Yeah,
but you're in the bread area.
It seems what pretzel bread kind of exists in this. Like pretzels.
So I don't think they have something similar to that, but it's kind of like biscuit bread, where it's like they haven't really figured out how to like make a pretzel per se, but they can make pretty much any kind of design. They can make it into a pretzel, but they haven't really invented like the mall pretzel, if you will. Yeah. That's a few hundred years later.
Oh well, there goes my idea. Well, thank you. Save the town. Okay.
You see an old man go, wait, all right, yeah, whatever. Gesso, sorry, go ahead, Q.
Yeah, I was like, man, I want this thing called a pretzel. What the heck is that?
I've never heard of a pretzel.
No, I'm just kidding. Gesso and Cocopelli, what would you guys like to do?
Eltrin's just like standing there, just like bashful because a lot of people clapping.
Yeah,
they're not very used to that.
Eltrin, you see a little girl run up and say, "Did you save us?"
And Eltrin will be like, "We did," and I point to the rest of our group.
You by the way, you're looking up at her. She's much taller than you are.
Yeah, absolutely.
By the way, for visual of Cocopelli's character, he is like 2 foot, maybe. You could kick him like a football. It's quite adorable.
I drew a graph somewhere, but I think I might have deleted it.
That's fine. We'll figure out art.
I see that he's struggling, so I kind of like... I kind of pick him up to see how heavy he is, and then depending on how heavy he is, I put him on my shoulders.
First off, make a strength check.
I just realized, I have terrible strength.
That's pretty good. So, Eltrin,
I'm 26 pounds.
You're 26 pounds. You're not horrible. It's not like impossible,
One sandbag.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh my gosh. So your height, Bugmaster, you're grounded. Yeah. So you start to feel you feel arms right underneath your armpits about to pick you up. Do you resist or do you let it happen? Because you actually don't know who it is.
I mean, if I don't know who it is and it just happens suddenly, I don't think Eltrin would have the time to react. Actually, no.
I'll give you a chance. I'll give you a chance to react.
They would react.
They would react. Go ahead and do a contested. Let's see. What would it be?
Drain.
Yeah.
Dexterity check.
Yeah, do a dexterity check. Let's see if you can kind of like wriggle yourself free.
No, that's a 12.
Nope. Like, just suddenly you feel yourself going like, oh yeah, we saved you. Like, you just like, you're suddenly on Q's shoulders and you're holding your stick and it kind of like, Gesso, you see it kind of like get up in your face suddenly like, and then
I kind of like the way you talk to kids when they're on your shoulder. Sorry, I should have asked. I'm not used to handling kids, especially small ones.
Itty bitty little kids.
I respond like, I've been alive for 16 winters, right?
Oh.
The fact that you call it 16 winters shows that you're still a child.
Beautiful.
I mean, they've never gone to school before.
Oh no.
Q doesn't know that.
That's fair. Gesso, what would you like to do? You see all this taking place. You see these people running around, and I'll say for the sake of it, there's people kind of surrounding y'all now instead of me moving all the characters. And I am not 2-3. Cocopelli, you're grounded. You see all these people, they're surrounding you, and you get a good lay of the land. Gesso, first off, make a perception check at advantage.
Like, can I do something real quick?
Yes, you can, and then I'll make you do the perception check.
Okay. I see this self-folding in front of me.
Yeah.
I want to pick up Q.
You want to put Q on your shoulders?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
When?
All right, make a strength check,
Please let this happen.
please. Hey!
Absolutely.
So,
Oh, wait, no, that's safe. Wait.
oh,
wait.
one more. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, wait,
So,
wait for it. You click the button
wait,
instead.
Oh, I'm scared.
Hey!
It's even better.
That's even better. That's a natural 20. Oh my gosh.
24. I
No.
had 0 to it. I never would have been dexterity, so.
So I mean, so Q, you feel this sense of triumph as you pick up the small version of Eltrin, right? Eltrin's sitting an itty bitty little guy. He's just a little guy, and you're like, I'm gonna pick him up because it's funny and I like it, and no one can stop me. And so you pick him up, and you feel this smugness. You then feel. Now, for reference, Gesso is like 7 foot, I think is what we agreed. 8. Oh my God. Jesso's 8 feet tall, and their palms are the size of dinner plates. They're massive. As you feel these big mitts just go, just wrap around your torso, wrap underneath your armpit, and start to lift you up over onto his shoulders. Do you resist or?
Well, given that if I would resist, I'd probably hurt the child. I'm gonna use context clues. No.
You don't resist. All right, so we now have a totem pole of people as Q. You're sitting on Jesso's shoulders, and Eltrin, you're sitting on Q's shoulders. Eltrin, you were having quite the experience because you're like, wow, this is high up. This is now like you're in the air. Like you could see all that the world touches that Simba would have owned in The Lion King. Like you can see everything.
Yeah. We should try this technique out sometime. We just there's word that Nora, Gesso, tanks, and we just be little turrets going pew pew pew.
You are more than welcome to try, but I can't guarantee the success. All right, Gesso, I do want you to roll a perception check for me to kind of get a lay of the land as you do that. 18, that's more than enough. You do see a small, shadowy figure in the crowd. I'll say Q and Eltrin. You guys also see this immediately.
You're so high up.
You're so high up. Why wouldn't you be able to see this? You see a small, kind of the size, maybe a little bit bigger than Eltrin, maybe about the size of Remy. It's still small, but like it's a pretty shadowy figure, and it kind of disappears suddenly. It kind of goes down and disappears, which is strange because you're like, that's weird. But you do notice it. And you guys also notice that this shadowy hooded figure kind of disappears as well.
Y'all just see a shadowy figure. Was that just me?
Saw that.
No, you're not imagining things.
By the way, Remy, you have no clue what they're talking about. You're just...
Yeah.
Okay, so let's discuss this. You let me down, then I'll let Eltrin down.
You see people now gathering closer to all of you as the kids are like, there's kids at your feet going like, wow, oh my God, they're acrobats too? I love the Four Cheeses.
I speak to the kid telepathically.
Oh my God. Oh God. All right, what do you say to the kid telepathically? Oh no.
Careful now, you might catch a disease.
Let me roll a, okay, the kid... It kind of looks at you and looks in shock and just kind of starts jutting around like, who said that? It has no clue who said that. A mom comes over and says, honey, dear, you feeling okay? She's like, I don't know what that was. I heard someone say I'm going to catch a disease.
Can I do another one on the mother?
Okay, what do you say to the mother? This is the worst power ever. I can't believe this is so bad.
Your husband is cheating on you.
No!
All right, roll a deception. Click on the spell for me that you're using, just so the audience can see what it is that you're currently using. Telepathic speech. Now, it doesn't identify where the voice is coming from. It's just kind of like, suddenly I'm talking in your head. So this woman looks up, and she holds her child close to her hip, and they disappear into the crowd. And you see him starting to walk towards one of the guards. right now, and there's you do see as guards are slowly approaching the area, and one in particular comes up, and I'll use him for the sake of ease. He walks up to this totem pole and he says, "Wow, this is unique. Are you the heroes that vanquished what's going on here?" And he kind of kicks a goblin arm out of the way. Do you guys stay in this totem pole, by the way?
Yes.
All right. So you see this guard and you see this guy in like platinum armor. I mean, it is absolutely elegant. He's got armor down his shoulders. He looks buff, but not nearly as buff as Gesso. Also, I wanted to check in with Remy. Remy, you see this totem pole and you're just kind of sitting in the back. What would you like to do? And you watch as this platinum warrior starts to slowly approach.
I feel jealous, and
Oh, God.
I climb up to the top of the totem pole and take a seat.
Make an acrobatics check. I'll give you advantage because it's funny. Oh my God! All of you
need the advantage.
God, all of you feel as this. You feel these like tiny like pinpricks of claws scratch into your back, all the way up, and you reach to the top on Eltrin, and you're big. You're bigger than Eltrin, and Eltrin, you feel like whoa. You feel kind of like a wobble as this rat is now just like plopped on top of you. It's subcutaneous fat, just kind of like overhanging on you, and you feel a little top heavy. Remy, there is a giant 6-foot pole above you. Did you want to go to the top of it or just stay at his shoulders?
Yeah, let's go to the top.
Right. Well, with the 20, you're hanging up there like a flag for the 4 cheeses, and everybody's cheering and like, this is great. This is an ethereal moment for all of you, as you are just a totem pole of just beauty, grace. It's unlike anything anyone's ever seen before, and you should feel proud. So that's happening as this guy comes up and says, "Are you the warriors that have helped us?" And this warrior's talking to you, Gesso.
Unfortunately, you're just so
So, Gesso, what do you say to this approach? Since you're at the bottom.
Yes, you're just having a moment.
Oh, of course, yes. I was informed here by our alchemist, local alchemist of the farmers market, that you've vanquished several goblins. Oh, look, there's still one here. Oh, and it's gone. I can't thank you enough, but I'd love to meet with you 4 and talk further about some possibilities that we'd like to present you from the Royal Highness Princess Hana herself.
Oh.
Would I be interested in escorting you back to the lower district?
Can we stay like this?
I look up. I'm waiting. I don't know for their approval or like. Just wondering, like, hey, what do you think about this?
So I will say that Gesso and Q, you guys heard that. Eltran, you definitely don't know what's going on, and Remy, you are closer to the rat god than you've ever been before. This is your Tower of Babel. You're I'm coming, rat god. You're like there. In fact, make a religion check for me.
So I manifest the rat god.
Nope, you don't hear anything. So you guys hear all this happening. So Gesso and Q, what would you guys like to say?
Can we meet them like this or do we have to get down?
The guard, he looks in and he says, "Well, if you can, you're more than welcome to travel however you like, but I don't know if you'll fit through our gates, unfortunately." He's kind of laughing because he kind of sees the humor behind what's happening.
Let's do it. To me, the queen or something. I wasn't really paying attention, but we're going to meet someone important.
Princess Hana, but that's fine. It's okay. You know what? That's fine. Just don't worry about it. All right, sure, let's go. So, as I describe your walk back, occasionally, Gesso, you will have to make dexterity checks on this journey back. I mean... I didn't expect that, but here we are. Let's go to our home screen for the sake of we're at our home screen. We're not quite there, but let me describe your walk back to this area. As you know, the city of Wolfton, this bustling metropolis, it's divided into 3 districts. Just for the sake of the audience, there's the Cedar Shell district, something that you are all absolutely heroes of. You've proven your valor twice now. You defeated the dreaded Wrath, which was you'll find out soon enough who that was. But you've also helped defend the farmers market and defend the area altogether. There's also the excuse me. There's also the Grey Rock District, which is kind of somewhere in the middle, but it's more put together. It's kind of a hoity-toity, nose to the air type of district where they are much richer than everybody else, and they see themselves as yearning to reach the 3rd district, which is the Obsidian District. This is where the royals and the higher-ups and the nobles live, people who have power in the land, who have some sort of dominion in all of Wolfrun. They live and they operate in this area, and they make this place their home. When you slowly approach the walls of Wolfton, made of solid, dark, black stone, the walls of Wolfton are a wondrous, mysterious landmark of the city. Stretching well over 50 feet tall, these massive, thick walls are legendary in the land, and a spectacle to all who come and see. Go and make a dexterity check for me, Gesso.
Come on.
No!
Oh god.
Gesso, with just enough, with unfortunately, as you're walking and you're recounting this, and you're seeing this city kind of rise above this hill. Have you ever seen a building as you're riding on the highway and it looks like it rises up and goes down? Wolfton is set on such a way where it looks like the building of this massive city is rising from the earth. And as you're walking there, you definitely miss the rock, and you roll a 9. Everybody else above Gesso, roll an acrobatics check. Actually, roll a dexterity saving throw.
Yep.
To see who falls off. All right, so Q, you absolutely you're not holding on. You're not like clenching and holding on for dear life. You slide off the side, and unfortunately, Eltrin, you also slide off the side. But Remy, like a cartoon out of Wile E. Coyote or Roadrunner, you are stuck in midair as the staff of Eltrin rips out from underneath you. You kind of look around and go, what? And you fall down. Make a acrobatics check for me. Where do you land? Oh, 15. You land on the shoulders of Gesso. Gesso, you feel everybody slip and fall. You stumble and catch yourself, but then you feel the squishy fur of Remy kind of land on top of your shoulders and just kind of like fall on top of you. It doesn't hurt because it's Remy, but you now only have 1 compatriot on your shoulder instead of 3.
I'll just keep Remy.
How much damage do I take?
You're not going to take any damage. That'd be ridiculous. But Eltrin, you absolutely take 1 point of damage. As you continue your walk, is there anything you guys would like to do as you're making this walk back up to Wolfton before I continue?
That's probably the sign from the rat god that we shouldn't be doing that.
When you say that, the platinum warrior, the guy in platinum armor and with his platinum sword, he looks to you and he says, "The rat god? Now I've heard whisperings of the rat god in the lower districts. What do you know of this rat god?"
You don't know of the rat god?
Oh, I've heard of the rat god. I've seen followers of it crop up seemingly out of nowhere. It's strange. We're not sure where this is coming from in the royal house. But have you seen the rat god? Do you know what they look like?
I haven't, but what I've heard is there a god who actually has an interest in music.
Oh.
And they speak oh so fast it's almost unhuman.
Interesting. Interesting.
I've heard sometimes if you're loyal enough, they will talk to you.
That's interesting.
In your mind.
I personally don't believe in the rat god, but I've known this area to have quite a few tricks up its sleeves, and the lower district is unlike any other. So interesting that you would tell us. We trust your judgment as a fellow member of the Four Cheeses. So okay.
As he gets away in kind of a different voice, I message.
Oh my god! You
abuse this.
Better not.
Oh my god.
Do you believe in me now?
All right, roll a deception check. I mean, just do it. 24.
Oh,
God dang it. All right, let me roll against this.
I am going to start a call.
The guard, he's walking, and you're watching this, and he stops in the middle of this byway, and it's like this dirt crossroad, and you see like the typical like spike in the ground where it kind of points in different directions, and you see one that looks opulent, that looks like kind of with gold and like charcoal writing, something you're very familiar with, Gesso, of some of the art supplies that are available in this area. And it's kind of etched in there that says zero point 0.2 miles from Wolfden. And you see all these other jutting like townships and villages that are close by under the protection of the city of Wolfden. And he stops and he kind of looks around and he looks to all of you and he says, what did you say to this guard?
I said, do you believe in me now? Or something. I don't remember exactly, but something along those lines.
He looks up and he looks at Remy and he's like, are you the rat god?
Oh.
Remy.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Make a deception check at
Oh,
advantage
God.
because he's quite enthralled.
Come on!
All right, 13. Let me roll against that.
Come on.
You rolled an 8. All right.
Oh.
All right. So he looks at you and says, are you the one that's been communicating with the lower districts?
Yeah. Yeah, that's me.
Well, it is a pleasure. I will be reporting this to the House of Wolfden immediately. It is amazing to have such a powerful being such as you in our midst. We cannot thank you enough. You have caused quite a bit of chaos, but it's wonderful to have you and your compatriots with us in the city of Wolfden. We love and appreciate you. Thank you. And he reaches up to shake your hand.
I shake his hand with my grubby little rat hand.
And there's little bits of cheese in your fingernails. Ugh, it's so gross. You shake his hand, and he's got a leather gloved hand. You have a follower. You've got a very serious follower. He goes, "What is your name?"
I'm Remy Redrum.
Remy Redrum, the rat god. That's so unbelievable. Thank you so much for all of that. I thank you so much. Perfect. And he says, "Please, let us continue." It looks like he's got a pep in his step. You know, he's kind of like he's met a god. He's never met a god. He's done this for 40 years, man. He just met a god. There's been in the city of Wolfden. There's not really a lot of there's deities associated with the mountains and the land and the winter, but never had they ever met a deity of an animal. That's for the southern territories like Uvalo. Like you never see that up here. So he's like, "Oh, this is great." So you've made quite the impact on him, Remy.
Just know, Tizzy, I am going to keep doing this until I fail.
That's okay. You're more than welcome to.
The final boss is going to be a manifested rat god.
So as you're walking, my God, you notice these walls rising from the area, and you reflect on all the things that you've been told from Leroy to Catherine and the lucky pony that we're actually heading to, and you notice, the children of Wolfden are told tales passed down for generations about the wild beasts and the treacherous monsters that are kept out of their homes because of these walls that you're seeing. And you're walking and you're seeing all this as you go along. Guards, they stand sentinel on top of the walls with heavy crossbows and ballistas at the ready, with shifts working 24/7 to protect the people of Wolfden. As you slowly approach the gate, you see this massive, sharpened, pointed gate that is standing above, held up by chains, as these soldiers, they see this platinum warrior as he's walking forward, and these soldiers are slapping to attention. And these warriors have these wolf skins on them, and underneath them are these metal platings and these all sorts of armor associated with it. And they all kind of stand at attention, and they say, "Prince Frederick, it's a pleasure." And the Frederick says, please, I'm no longer a prince from where I came from. I'm here merely as a servant to the Wolfdens. I owe them that much. Let them in. These are the four cheeses, correct?" And he looks at Remy. Is that correct? Is that your group's name?
Yes, it is.
God, the four cheeses. I have no words. The four cheeses. Please treat them with respect and with kindness. They deserve the best for what they've done today. Come with me. We must have many things to discuss. And he runs forward with 2 guards in tow behind him, leaving you right at the entrance of this gate. And as you know, there's a path leading up to the main Cedar Shell district that you're very acquainted with. With that, what would you like to do?
Yes. Do we not need to follow the guy, or?
It's up to you. You see him walking ahead. You're kind of left in a moment of discovery. There's people passing around you. There's just that main thoroughfare that leads to the Lucky Pony, as well as the Cedar Shell Orphanage and the chapel that you saved from burning down. You see him walking ahead. So it's up to you what you would like to do.
Man, if he's taking us to the princess, don't we need to follow?
Yeah, we'll follow. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Perfect. You guys follow and you head over to the Lucky Pony. Now, you all know this, but for the sake of the audience, where is it? It's a tavern of sorts that you find yourself in. I didn't have a specific character token for the guard for Frederick. But let me just find one real quick that I can put on there.
Let me find something. Here we go. All right. Yeah, that works for me. Let's do. How about? Let me find this.
There we go. Here's Frederick, and you see him sitting over here in the corner, and he's sitting at this desk, and he's waiting for you. He motions for you to come on over. Yeah, he motions for you all to come on over. So Jesso, as you pass, you see Leroy standing right there. Oh God! Eltrin blips out of existence.
I have my thing set to draw like all the time. There we go. I'm back.
Oh no! I want to check in with the people watching. Is everybody having a good time? Are you guys enjoying yourself? I hope you are. I'm having a lot of fun doing this, so I hope you're enjoying the experience thus far. I know our players are enjoying. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying yourself. You could tell me afterwards if you're not, and I'll adjust. But just want to check in with you guys. Hope you're still with me and stuff for the audience watching. If we're all good there, just want to make sure. Tizzy, you the best. Thank you, Kitten. I guess now's a good time to ask, did any of you need to take a quick bathroom break or anything, and I can address the audience while we do that?
I'm good. How everyone
Chilling.
else?
You chilling? Big chilling? Noro, you doing good?
Yeah.
Okay. Soft poke, how about you? Are you good to keep going?
I'm good.
Perfect. Fantastic. We'll keep going then. I hope y'all enjoy everything. Gloomhaven, for those of you just joining, I'm doing we're playing D&D. I'm launching a new channel. And there's the channel right there you can subscribe to, Where the Shadows Meet. We're going to be doing Dungeons & Dragons and making Dungeons & Dragons content that you can all subscribe to and be ready for. So we're doing our first session ever, and I'm excited to bring it to all of you. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. I just pulled up Photoshop. I didn't mean to do that.
Photoshop these
Oh, we can do it live.
Let's see, William. Let's not do that. Okay, perfect. So let's jump back in it. Jesso, as you're running through, you see Leroy pull you aside. Says, Jesso, come over here. He's standing at the edge of the thing. First off, Eltrin, you sit across the table, and you're kind of like having to peek up over because the chair's so small. Remy, you climb on the table, and as you do, that little kid looks at it and goes, "Mommy, look at that!" Q, make a perception check for me.
I know it's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's the same kid and the it's the same little girl and the same mom that you basically said your husband's cheating on you and you're gonna get a disease basically. So just keep that in mind. The mom looks disheveled and the kid's just kind of playing in the corner, just like playing with her food and stuff like that. So just keep that in mind. Keep it in mind.
So I kind of, while everyone's getting, I kind of notice, I'm like, you seem kind of distressed. What's wrong?
You say that to who?
I kind of, are these the...
Yeah, so right here, there's the little girl and then there's the mom.
I kind of like walk over to the...
Let me do that.
And kind of ask them what's wrong.
She kind of jumps... Remy, did you just roll for mortar?
Yes, I did.
Roll
Kill
for
everyone.
roll for damage. Why not? You're not going to kill anybody, but this is mostly just for me. Hey, -2.
Always negative.
They gain health. No. You walk up to them and they're standing there and they glance over their shoulder, but like, "Can I help you?" The mom looks paranoid as crap. Like big time paranoid.
What's wrong? You seem distressed. I always need to help a fellow in need. You seem distressed. What's wrong?
Nothing. I'm just waiting for Jeffrey. You see a man walk in with he's got like a barrel in his hand. It's like a wine barrel. He works like at the shipyards. There are shipyards here at Wolfden. They're only open like for a certain season because it freezes over for like 9 months out of the year. But we're in like the warmer season, so there's ships that can get through when the icebreakers are not there available to help out. But he walks over and says, "Honey, what is the problem?" She turns to him and says, "Listen to me. I understand exactly what's going on here. I know exactly what you're doing, and I don't appreciate it one bit. Do you understand?" And you guys are starting to see this all kind of break down. Everybody's kind of slowly, they're eating their meals, and they're doing all sorts of stuff. They all start to slowly look over in this direction, and essentially, this lady starts screaming at this guy of just like, "You're cheating on me, aren't you? You've been cheating on me with that hussy. I swear, at the bakery, I knew it." And the guy's just like, "Listen, we just worked. Listen, I order shipments and I take it to the shipyards." And like, it's starting to slowly fall apart. And as this lady is completely ignoring you now, Q.
During this, I kind of just slowly walk back in this kind of like a little half smile.
Oh my god.
The child kind of looks over bashfully, and it's unfortunately the child is so used to this screaming back and forth that this kid doesn't even recognize anything's wrong. This is just how mommy and daddy act. Oh, that's called trauma.
Hey, so what you're telling me is I did a good thing by having these people in a bad marriage break up.
Make an insight check. Let's see. Let me roll against that real quick. No, I don't think you helped. I think what you did actually kind of made it worse, unfortunately. It's just kind of the nature of the beast that I think what was already some tension in a marriage is now like, oh, I have proof. I have proof. She just keeps saying that, and he's like, "Fine, show me your proof." He drops the barrel to the ground, and milk is spilling all over the floor, and it's an absolute mess. Over in the corner, you guys see the familiar image of Catherine as she is approaching rapidly, and she's like, she rushes past you, and Jesso and Leroy, you're both looking at this. Eltran, unfortunately, you're so short, you don't see any of this. Kidding, of course. Are you there, Kokobelli?
Oh yeah, no, I'm here.
Oh, okay. You hear
listening.
this, and you're kind of like peeking up over the counter, and Catherine runs up to these two, and they're like, "What the hell is going on here? You need to take this outside." And they start badgering back and forth with Catherine. She's like, No. Outside you go. Out. Get out. Get out. And all three of them, they go outside, and Catherine starts to clean up with a rag of the milk that spilled on the ground. All the while, the man and the woman are just, listen, this is why I didn't trust you when we went to that birthday party last year. Well, that's why I didn't trust you when you said you're going on vacation down to Uvalo. And then they just go back and forth over and over again. It's a mess, and it's absolutely Q's fault.
Is it though? Like, if you don't communicate in a marriage, it's your problem.
Oh my god.
Perfect. So,
I am not capable of evil.
We're going to make an alignment change later for that. No, I'm kidding. You imagine? Jesso, you get pulled aside by Leroy, and Leroy looks at you and says, "I am so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. You've done tremendous work, and I wanted to give you this." And he gives you a bag of 50 gold.
Oh.
He says that the art that you made sold for that amount. It sold, and it sold to a fantastic bidder, and I have another person that I can get you another commission for. Did you still want to do that?
Yes.
Okay, I can find as many as you need. You can rely on me to get that done. The best thing is I can keep it secret. Just you and me. Just you and I. and we can make this happen. Roll an insight check.
An insight. Insightful insight.
17. You see you notice the trembling in his voice above anything else. You see that he seems kind of stressed out. Seems a little stressed out as he's giving you this gold.
Are you okay, Leroy?
Yes, of course, I'm fine. I'm fine. He pats you on the arm and he does like the fatherly like rub of the arm, and he's like, you have nothing to worry about. Oh, it's so great, isn't it? The best. And yeah, he's just like, you're doing fantastic. I just want to help you get your art into the world in a way that is in a way that you're not being able and allowed to do. And I appreciate you, and you're doing so much good to all of us. So I just want to let you know that. I'll let you go about your business. It looks like we've got a thing. Yes, of course.
I pull him into a really big and warm hug.
Oh, yes. Make an investigation check.
Oh my god!
It's another goblin. No, I'm kidding. You hug him, and you're glad he's there. You do feel another like coin purse on his side that's full of money. It's like on his back right, like hip area, full of money. Absolutely stocked full of money. And he hugs you back. And you know what? For the audience, getting a hug from Gesso is like getting a hug from a warm, strong blanket. Gesso, his skin is naturally incredibly warm because Gesso grew up basically in the area. And they're very used to this weather, and it's kind of a natural aspect of being a Goliath. They're very warm, very, very warm skin. It's incredible. It's almost jarring as well if you're not used to it. You're like, whoa, wow, you're warm, and then they want to stay close to Gesso. And Leori says, all right, I must go back to my post. And he kind of shuffles around, and as you walk away, you see a big stinking bag of coins in his back pocket, 100% in his back pocket. What is happening to him as he goes up and around to his post at the bar.
Can I say something?
Of course.
Well, not to him, but to myself, or how I think about this.
Yeah.
I'm very Jessel is very emotional right now because he never really had someone that supportive.
Oh.
Right. Never really had a father figure,
of course,
like that. And Jessel was, I'd say I wouldn't say he's disappointed, but kind of
Well, let me put a post stamp on that. Let me look at your chart real quick to see if what would kind of be happening here if you would understand kind of what is happening. Make another insight. You were able to glean that he's feeling a little shaky in the voice, and investigation wise you've
okay, never mind.
The Lucky Pony's doing really good financially. It really seems like the Lucky Pony's doing great financially, and that's all you glean from it. Like maybe he's right. This is great. Oh no, I'm so sorry. And you had a great hug from a father figure you've known for about 9 months now, who took you in under his belt and is really...
That's enough for me.
Yeah, that's all you need, honestly. Mm-hmm. That, you know what I mean? That's plenty. Awesome. Mm-hmm. Anything else you like to do?
I go sit beside my friends. Okay. But I say hi to Catherine.
Oh, Catherine looks up. Gesso. Hey there. How you doing? And she's still scrubbing away at the milk, just squeezing out the thing to put it in a bucket, and is just kind of looking up at you. Mm. You go out there being a hero.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Hey, you still gonna draw that small little art piece of me for that small thing of a wolf? I'll throw some coin your way.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. She gives you kind of a wink and kind of like a little nudge at your leg with her elbow. And she goes back to kind of wiping up the milk on the floor. You see Frederick kind of waving you over like, please come, gather round. You, little one, could you, this table's so big, is there any chance you could come around and get close to me? You with the stick. He's talking to you.
Yeah. And as he says that, Eltran's like 1,000 yards staring off into the distance and shakes their head just like, oh yeah, sure. And comes to the other side of the table.
What was Eltrans thinking at that moment? Was he just blanking out like,
Shh, it's secret.
Okay, all right, cool. So you're got like 1,000-yard stare. Okay, so you gather around, and you see. So be sure to add 50 gold to your inventory as well. You see the Frederick, the knight. He looks at all of you and he says, "Welcome, the Four Cheeses. I can't genuinely. The crown thanks you for your service and all that you've done. I cannot thank you enough for your service and your help. And as the heroes of Cedar Shell District, we haven't had anyone, especially you." And he points at you, Remy. And he points especially at you. And he says, I can't thank you enough for all that you've done for our area. And with that, we'd like to give you something that I think will compensate you for your time. He pulls out, underneath his armor, he pulls out four small little bags of like pouches. And each of them is about 100 gold for all of you.
Ooh.
So you all get 100 extra gold. He's like, I know it's not much, but it is certainly a start. It's a show of trust from the crown. Now, as you know, there are many lords and ladies of this area, but you have caught the attention of one in particular by the name of Princess Hannah. Now, are any of you familiar with Princess Hannah?
Would that be history or?
Yeah, everybody make a history check. Who's going to be familiar with Princess Hannah? Ooh, Remy. Yeah, so, Q, Gesso, Cocopelli. I'll say Gesso, you've heard that name occasionally, but you don't really know too much. Eltrin, you don't really know either. Q, you're kind of drawing a blank. But Remy, you've snooped on people as they've discussed Princess Hannah. And Princess Hannah, for the layman's terms, she was adopted at an early age from the very orphanage that you all saved from burning down by the royalty of Wolfton. She's a woman who is of very fair skin with dark hair, and she's someone that is kind of like an idol of the area, if you will, that is always trying to make her presence known in the Cedar Shell District because it holds so much sentimental value. And Remy, you especially know that she is jokingly called amongst everybody as the future Queen of Ice, as she's the single heir to the throne. Her father, her adopted father, is the elderly King Wolfton, right? He's of the Wolfton line, and he's the last one of his living family members who... It's funny because the royal family of Wolfton is also the same name of the city and the nation of Wolf Run. And it's always had a Wolfton in tow, and King Wolfton picked Hannah out of all the children in the city to come and be his rightful heir. And she's been raised in royalty, essentially, coming from rags at the age of about 8 years old, all the way up until now when she's 18 years old. And she's this princess, and she's this regal being, but she's got a little bit more sass to her than you would expect. But you especially know that, Remy, and you all hear this explained by Frederick. And he says, and I have to say, she comes down here occasionally, sometimes with guards, but she is especially interested in you four. She has quite the likings to all of you. She wanted to have me come down and scope the area out for her to make sure that it's safe and that it is appropriate for her to come down. Princess Hannah does not like the cold. She has an aversion to the cold, and she does not like coming down here because it's, well, cold. But we keep things warm in the castle. We keep it in the Obsidian District, but we just want to make sure that it's safe for her to see you all. Now, is it safe for her to see you?
Yes. It is.
Now, you all notice that Frederick's looking directly at you. He looks at you and says, you are quite the imposing individual. May I ask your name?
Gesso.
Gesso.
Just Gesso.
Okay. Now, where do you come from, Jesso? Are you a native of Wolfrun? I don't know. I don't know that I've seen you in the city of Wolfden. Are you from the surrounding areas, maybe?
Oh gosh, wait.
No, you're good. You would actually know, Jesso, that you are from the Sharpwind Mountains. Yeah, that's like your home stomping grounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he asked you. He's like, where are you? Where do you come from?
What's it called?
The Sharpwind Mountains.
Sharpwind.
Ah, yes, those are treacherous mountains. I can understand why a strapping young lad such as yourself will be just fine out there. And he slaps you in the arm, and it's this big, like, meaty thud because you got just massive biceps.
Oh, God.
Remy, roll a sleight of hand for me. Remy? Oh, 13. Nobody see. This guy watches you do it. Like, this guy right here watches you do it, but you absolutely steal, like, a big handful of cheese off that plate and stuff it in your little rat pocket. Oh, yes. Yeah, absolutely. And it's the blue cheese that you like. You know what I mean? Like, 100%. Like, that's what we're all about up in here. Like, yeah, no problem in this dojo. He, let me roll an insight check. Oh, wow. As he slaps your arm, he looks down at your hands, and he actually grabs your hand, Jesso. And he looks at your fingernails, and he's like, is that paint underneath your fingernails and charcoal?
Oh.
What is...
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
What is that?
Hmm?
He asks you what that is.
Oh, I paint. I'm an artist, so...
You're an
these
artist?
Are just... Oh.
Wait, no, Are you the artist?
The artist?
Well, I've heard whisperings in the lower districts of an artist that makes beautiful paintings and portraits and other depictions of the city of Wolfden. Is that, do you know who that person is?
I guess that would be me.
Oh, you're gonna, okay, all right. Make an insight check. You see his face, his expression of, like, wonderment melt into absolute awe. And he says, you're the painter. You're the one who's been... Your art, you don't understand. Your art is everywhere. It's been just... Do you understand what's going on here? Q, you and Eltran also know, you also see this as well. You see the demeanor of this guy completely change from business into, like, wait, I don't think you understand how much of, like, a level this has gone to.
Eltran's just gonna be like, yeah, they're really good at painting.
And he glances past you as much as he can, past the imposing frame of Jesso, and he's like, I don't think you understand. It's more than just impressive. This has made it all the way up to the Obsidian District. That is good to know. I will certainly let the royal family know of that.
I'm flustered.
He says, now, here's the thing. The Princess Hannah is very particular, and she certainly does not want to be injured or harmed in any way. So we just need to know that you're going to be safe and you're going to help and keep things orderly. I mean, can we keep you on call? Can we expect you to help in the times of need? I mean, you're heroes, you're royalty, you're deity, you're famous. And he looks at Remy, he looks at Jesso when he says that. Q, Eltran, and Jesso and Remy, what would you guys like to say to Frederick? He's been rambling. He just kind of sits back.
Yeah, we should be able to do that.
Okay.
I'd have to wait for everyone else, the pitcher, to agree to it, but I'm fine with doing that.
Yes, of course. What about you, Remy? Remy the Rat God. He kind of smiles when he says that. What about you? What say you?
I'm fairly trustworthy.
Make a persuasion check. 16. Let's roll against it. Oh, 19. He sees it. He kind of like cocks his head a little bit, and he kind of looks at you and says, "You're quite the character. You are indeed quite the character." All of you, make a perception check for me.
Oh boy.
20.
Finally. First good roll of
Wow!
the night.
Of course you would see it. Oh my gosh. And Remy, you as well. Oh, 13? Oh, you rolled it twice, 16. Cocopelli and Q, you notice immediately. As, you know, like in those kitchens, there's like a flap that people go through in and out. You see a shadowy figure in the window of the kitchen as it disappears. But it kind of like drops down. It's weird. It almost looks like it drops down.
I kind of get in and lower my voice and say, I saw that shadowy figure go into the kitchen.
What shadowy figure are you referring to? What do you mean?
We saw one earlier when we were playing Stack'em.
Playing Stack'em. I don't know what to call it. Yeah, exactly. All right. Now, as you know, the kitchen area of the Lucky Pony is actually right over here. It kind of doorway right here. I don't have a specific map for it, but you guys have triggered several events that I am so excited have happened. You notice that, and Frederick stands up and he says, "This is something else, and I have to address this. So, you stay here, and I just need to check something." Catherine, and you see Catherine actually. She stands up. Yes, Frederick. She's like, I believe you might have visitors again in your kitchen. She goes, dang it! Again, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him. She starts rushing over there, and God dang it, she starts flurry, basically rushing over there and going into the kitchen, and you hear pots and pans scrambling, and you hear all kinds of just absolute chaos ensuing as this small itty bitty this hooded figure with a long red tail is caught in by the scruff of its neck, being carried out by Catherine, coming up to Frederick, and Frederick carries it and brings it up over to the table. Patrons everywhere just kind of slowly backing up as this wiggling, frantic character is kind of freaking out altogether and throws it on the table. Anything you guys would like to do?
In preparation for anything dangerous, I use my major armor ability.
Perfect. You got it for it's 24 hours, right?
8 hours.
8 hours. Okay, perfect. Yeah, you got it for the next 8 hours. So you're up to like 16 AC if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, 16 since major armor is 13 plus dex. So basically a plus 3.
Gotcha. So you see Catherine run up over, and you see Frederick holding down this beast, and as the hood falls off, you see a kobold sitting more like pinned down, and you see like different food and different like trinkets and baubles flailing out of its coat and out of this bag that's on his side. You guys notice that, and he's and the Frederick pulls out his smaller platinum dagger and holds it up to his throat, and he goes, "Unhand me! Unhand me!" What would you guys like to do?
And I'm just like, I don't know. I have like a fighting. I don't know what to do, since I'm just kind of like, is that the guy? I don't know.
Frederick holds him down and says, "Now tell me exactly who you are. If you are who I think you are, you and I are gonna have problems. Reveal yourself, creature." And the creatures.
The Grey Devils send their regards.
And he begins you hear him say, the Grey Devils send their regards. I'm going to type that in chat. As he's saying that, and it looks like he's reaching into his pouch to try and grab something.
Could I firebolt?
Yeah, I'll give you all an opportunity to do something to try and like respond to him. He's reaching in, and it's weird because you look, and it looks like he reaches his hand into this pocket, or like this like pouch on his side, and his hand goes way deeper into that pouch than you realize. Like it's almost like Mary Poppins' hat. You're like, what is happening there? And he's reaching for something. So yeah, what would you like to do?
I do a firebolt.
Perfect. Roll for an attack. Oh my god! Yeah, that'll hit.
Are we doing? Is it double damage or double dice? What are we doing?
So I'll let you choose. We can either do. Well, I think it. Roll an attack or roll for damage real quick, and then we'll see kind of where it leads us. So the dice roll was a 5, and it's +3.
Wait, what's it plus? Do you add
Let me let's do that.
I don't think. I'm trying to think why it would be.
Since it's natural 20, we can either do double the damage or double the dice. We'll just do that. So double the dice would add an extra 5. Double the damage would add an extra 8.
Let's risk it. Let's do another.
Yeah, go for
it. Why is the plus? I'm trying to figure out why.
Let's for now. We'll figure it out afterwards. I think it might be roll 20 being funky.
I added it automatically, so I'm not sure why it's adding a bonus to that, because it should just be. Regardless,
honestly, you literally, this is like a stain on the table. You firebolt this creature as it's reaching up, and you see in its hand, it's holding like a glowing orange orb in its hand. Eltrin, make a Arcana check.
Okay. Hold on. Wow. Arcana check. That's a 16.
Yeah, you notice that's very similar to some type of explosive magic that you've seen before, where fire and ruin possibly could have happened if Q didn't literally evaporate this being, this kobold, before it could even get its hand out of this pocket. It gets eviscerated off the table. Just a burst of flames and an explosion of just blood and guts as Q just like Shazam, blam, kills it on impact, and it falls back into this. Well, actually, let me see where it falls. It does not go back into the pocket. It rolls down at the feet next to Frederick. Frederick picks it up and says, "The Grey Devils are at it again." Oh my gosh, thank you so much for subscribing. Oh, thank you. Roll for it. Thank you so much for subscribing. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for coming along. Yeah, so Frederick picks up this glowing orange and kind of reddish ball and holds it in his hand.
Oops, sorry, I was muted.
There you go.
I'm gonna be like, be careful with that thing. That thing might explode.
Oh God. All right, I need to take this outside. Catherine, make sure nothing happens to this body. And the Four Cheeses, could you please just check this thing and make sure there's nothing wrong with it? And he runs out the door with this bomb, basically.
Investigate the body. Is that what they're asking?
Yeah, he wanted you to kind of look over the body and see kind of what's going on and investigate it. So
you're more than welcome to come along and look at the body. Make an investigation check, all of you.
I'm not that. I don't find anything, but I'm not that smart, so someone else should go.
Jesso, you're still reeling from that hug. You can't help it. Q, you don't really notice. You notice that there's a big scorch mark and like the shadow of a kobold after a nuclear strike on the table. Like this thing's just like in like ashes and like something very, not a lot survived. But for Eltrin and Remy, you both notice at the same time that same baggie on the side of this creature's hip, kind of sitting there right for the taking. You both see it. What would you like to do?
Eltrin's going to inspect, not greedily, but just what is this thing?
Oh, sure. Make an Arcana check. And Remy, you see Eltrin reaching for the bag that you spotted as well.
I'm gonna throw a piece of cheese at him.
Roll a d20 for me.
Oh, also 14 Arcana.
14, okay. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, yeah, so you can press the dice. You go to the dice in the top left corner, and you can press the D20 like that. 17. What is your armor class, Eltrin?
Oh, yeah, that's my armor class is 13. So.
Remy, out of nowhere, you feel a big glob of cheese just kind of slap against the side of your ear. And you know how, like, you get, like, have you ever gotten hit in the head with a snowball, and, like, the snow gets in your ear, and you're like, oh, God, it's in the ear canal. You can't hear out of the right side of your ear on this table. You're like, oh, God. What is that? Oh no! So you got cheesy swimmer's ear. Ew! It's gross.
It's gross, but it's nothing unmanageable.
Yes, it's totally manageable. You can handle it. It's all good.
Do I know what the bag is from investigating it?
You notice that it's just a normal bag. It seems similar to something you've noticed before in your travels, similar to what's called a bag of holding, but it seems a little different. It's bag of holdings usually are kind of more discreet, a little bit more objectively normal. This one's very bright and it's red. It's got red and it's got like orange and black designs on it. It looks really cool, but it looks a little different. But from what you can tell, it looks like a bag of holding.
I look over at Aldrin and say, "What's that?"
I don't know. It's some bright red bag, but it's similar to a bag of holding. And I give the bag to Q.
That's it. I kind of I open the bag and do I see anything in it?
Yeah,
Like,
you just see darkness. Like when you look in there, it's not like you don't really see contents of it, but you just see darkness.
Do I know what a bag of holding is?
Make a history check. History 11, kinda, not really. Like it's something that you're like, yeah, there's big bags, but this you don't really know what specifically what a bag of holding is.
Put my hand in, just kind of like.
Okay, yeah, you just
trying to quickly move the second an alligator mouth comes up.
No, yeah. So you reach your hand in there, and it feels a little cold, but yeah. Eltran, Q, or Eltran, Gesso, and Remy, you all notice as Q's arm, which is a normal like arm, reach all the way down to the elbow, and it doesn't like further than the bag looks like it has area, and there's no problem. So yeah, you just reach your hand in, no problem.
And is there anything in there?
Roll a perception check. Actually, I'm sorry. Roll an investigation. That would be more appropriate. 8.
Well,
yeah.
Move my hand around. I don't feel anything.
Yeah, you don't feeling around offhand. You don't really notice anything.
We got ourselves a fancy bag of holding. It appears.
That'll come with use.
Yeah, so
I mean, he's not using it anymore.
Yeah, a bag of holding, for the sake of this, it can hold a crap ton of stuff. Like a lot of stuff can be held in there. So the possibilities are
limited by your own imagination.
So who would like to have the bag of holding to keep track of all that?
I hate spelling, so someone else.
So it's not Q.
I want to jokingly tell Remy to go in there, but I don't want Remy to die.
I was gonna ask if I could fit in there.
Remy, if okay, I mean Remy, you could
wait.
You could fit in there if you wanted to. You could.
Okay, using my explorer's pack, I kind of put like a rope around Remy.
Okay.
And I just kind of let them walk in there. I'm holding onto the rope.
That's up to Remy. Remy, what would you like to do?
Oh, I'm getting him the bag.
Oh my god.
No questions asked.
All right, give me 1 second to start pulling up some stats real quick.
If the rat god dies.
Oh my god. Okay, let's just see what happens here. It's fine, guys. Nobody panic. It's okay. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god.
What?
Nothing. It's fine.
We dead?
Let me just hold on. Just wow! Yeah, that's what my audience is thinking of. Like, oh, sweet mother of God, what is about to happen here? Because not even the DM knows what's about to happen. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
These are good situations.
This is great. It can hold up to 500 pounds, not exceeding a volume of 64 cubic feet. The bag weighs about 15 pounds, regardless of the contents. Retrieving an item from the bag requires an action. Yeah, so you could fit a lot of crap in there.
Wait, I just realized,
yeah.
I keep forgetting Remy's not a rat, so maybe they can't fit.
Oh no, they can fit. Oh, this is Remy is very flexible and is basically a liquid. So yeah, you could absolutely fit in there. So do you crawl inside the bag?
Yeah, there is a rope around Remy, so I can pull back after a set amount of time.
All right, Remy, you fall in. You go into this bag, and it's this ethereal experience. You go in and you're in darkness, but it almost looks like there's pinpoints of light all around you as you go into this bag. And as you look up, you see the light and the contents of the outside world slowly fading away from you as you're fading into this ethereal plane. I mean, for intents and purposes, Remy, if you scroll up on the page, you're in total darkness. And yeah, you're in there. You're just in this place. You're kind of like floating in there. Make a perception check for me. This is not where I wanted this. This is not where I wanted this session to go.
Yes.
All right. Yeah.
You didn't account for
a confession.
Yeah. Sure.
Messaged me and said, "I want you to make Tizzy's supper."
Of course. Yes, that's fine. That's totally fine.
You can choose to confirm or deny this information.
Deny it. Dismiss it.
Confirm.
You do have the rope still around your waist, and it's tied tightly. So I mean, you do have a thing. You start to feel a little choked up. You're having trouble breathing.
I'm gonna tug on the rope a little bit. Get me out of there.
So you tug it. Unfortunately, because you're tugging it, the rope is also in this kind of like floating. Have you ever pulled a rope underwater? And it's like you pulled it, but there's a lot of slack, and it just kind of got pulled a little bit. Q, make a perception check on the rope. 22. Yeah, you notice the slight. It's the smallest of tugs. It's smaller than like a kid pulling on your shirt, but you do feel a tug.
I immediately just start pulling as fast as I can.
Okay, you start pulling. Remy, make a Constitution saving throw for me. Oh no! You take 1 point. You take 1 point of damage as you begin to suffocate.
Oh no!
So you're go ahead and keep pulling him out.
Yep, I keep pulling Remy out.
Okay, you keep pulling and you pull and you pull and you pull. Remy, you hear a soft grumbling.
No!
In the distance, as you see a do you look behind you at all?
No, I'm too scared.
Okay, well, you hear your little rat ears, which are normally pointed forward, are now like off to the side, kind of like a dog would when they're hearing something behind them. And you hear behind you as you're still slowly suffocating as you take 2 more points of damage. As you can't breathe. Like you're getting choked up. There's no air in this mother effing bag as you hear this thing getting closer and you're slowly getting pulled up. What do you do? Do you want to? There's a lot of options. You can do whatever you want. You could pull on the rope, try and climb out faster. You could turn around. You could do anything.
I'm gonna pull on the rope a little bit more. See if I can get out of there faster.
Perfect. Make a dexterity saving throw. 13. That's more than enough. You start pulling on it, and you feel something like cold and ethereal start to loop around your little rat ankle, and you pull away. You're not even looking. You don't even want to know what the heck is back here. But you're pulling out. You watch as Remy's head goes like bloop, like pops out of it and go.
Oh, Remy, they're out of the rest of the way when I hear them suffocating.
Yeah, you go all the way out. You climb out of that bag. So yeah, you're no longer in the bag of holding.
Well, I guess it's good to know we can't breathe in there.
Yeah, no breathing. And there's something growling in there. There's something.
What do you guys say to that?
Okay. I was gonna be mean and message Remy, but I'm not that. Q's not that mean.
Q's standoffish, but not that bad.
What do you mean growling? I kind of like look in the bag. I realize flashlights don't exist, so we just kind of look in there.
You pull out a mag light. Yeah, make a perception check.
Perception. I'm so good at these.
And Remy, I need you. Oh, 17. Yeah, I mean, if you were to reach your hand in there, you don't really feel anything. And Remy, make a not animal handling, you you silly goose. Make a persuasion check. Also, Gesso and Eltran, you both watch this kind of take place. 8. Everybody roll an insight check.
Oh no. Ooh, heck yeah!
Yeah, I mean, maybe Remy's telling the truth. I mean, it's Remy. This is the rat god we're talking about.
With 21.
you kind of. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I meant to. That's the wrong one. Wait, let me think for a second. When you're trying to persuade somebody, let me see here real quick. Make a wisdom check instead. That's actually what I should have done. I apologize. My bad. Just a basic wisdom check. So you click on the wisdom itself on the far left.
Oh,
Of course I get low when you...
I'm sorry. Oh, Remy! And Eltran, you rolled as well. So, Eltran, you believe Remy. And so do you, Q. Even in the bare minimum, you're like, Remy looks kind of freaked out. Gesso, unfortunately, you think that, I don't know. It kind of seems like maybe, I don't know. You want to believe Remy, but it's like, I'm not really sure. It's maybe.
Yeah.
So Remy, what would you say to the rest of the party that even you see that Q and Eltran, for the most part at a base level, they're like, okay, there's something in there that was making noise, and Jess was kind of like shrugging his shoulders of like, well, maybe, I don't know. What would you say to that?
You have to believe me. There's a monster or creature in there of some kind.
Honestly, that's kind of believable, given that it'd be weird for that kobold to just have a explosive. So, I mean, if I was an evil organization, I'd probably put some type of crocodile or big, I don't know, a Taras if they'll fit in there. Who knows?
Who knows? Perfect. So, you have the bag in front of you. Remy's shaking like a little kitten, even though she's a rat. And you see as Frederick comes back in. He's like, all right, what did you find?
Apparently there's a scary monster living in there.
Where? What scary monster? He looks around.
I point to the bag.
The bag? This is just a bag. What do you mean there's a scary monster?
I show that it's a bag of holding.
Oh!
Remy there says they heard some monster.
You heard a monster in there? How did you hear a monster in there? It's a bag of holding.
They wanted to see if they'd fit in it. Me trying to hold back a little bit of laughter.
Let me roll against that real quick. Roll a persuasion check.
That's what I'm good at.
13.
Oh, wrong one.
Yeah. Persuasion. A little bit lower. 23. Yeah, he rolled a 15. He's like, whoa. Okay. There's a monster in there, huh? And who saw it? Who saw the monster?
Rat God right there.
Well, what did it look like?
I was too scared to look.
Oh no! Well, I appreciate you for going in there. It's the best we can only understand or expect from the rat god herself. So I appreciate your bravery. We have disposed of the device that this creature tried to use against us, but thankfully it did not harm anybody. So I thank you. You hear a man shouting outside the tavern, and you hear kind of an overall cacophony of noise happening in the distance. All of you make a perception check real quick.
Okay. Yep.
God, you guys have all rolled so bad today. I'm just kidding.
I did good, though.
You did good. Q did great. Remy, you're still kind of shaken from the bag. Gesso, you're still just that hug, man. That hug. It was great. And Eltran, you're like, man, I wish I got that hug. That was great.
Yeah, that was a nice hug.
But Q, you immediately hear they say, "The queen, the princess, Princess Hana, they're attacking the princess."
Oh.
And that is where that is where we will end tonight's session.
Ah!
A cliffhanger.
No.
I'm gonna go. No!
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm changing my armor class to 16 to remember I have mage armor.
Yes, you
on.
have mage armor for the next one. Basically the entire next session. Wow! Oh my gosh, everybody! We
Amazing.
went in a direction I did not expect. Holy guacamole, bro! Guys, we did it! That was the first session! Everybody, round of applause, everybody. Round of applause.
BSP cosplay is attacking the princess.
Oh,
what do we do
dang
about
it.
this information?
I knew it. I freaking knew it. Oh my gosh, guys. Guys, what a great start to the campaign. These D&D sessions for now, they're going to be bi-weekly for now, but on that YouTube channel, they are going to be weekly videos, if not more than that, uploaded on the channel for you guys to enjoy. I love Dungeons & Dragons. I love being able to be the DM, so I've got so much more that I want to share with all of you. If there is enough of a demand, we will do this more often. I'll talk with my players, and we can see if even a weekly option were to come up or anything like that. I obviously don't want to overdo it, but if for now we're going to start with bi-weekly, and we'll kind of go from there. But yeah.
Also, a quick thing I forgot. The reason why there's two numbers is because on Roll20 it automatically doubles the dice.
Oh, that's right.
I realized because they said they're both D10, and so that's why there was.
Oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense. I completely forgot about that. So yeah, it was 8 overall, but that was more than enough. Yeah, that was a small creature. But you guys, yeah.
I was like, why? Why am I getting a bonus? I was confused, and I realized they're both just D10 rolls.
Gotcha. Good. That's a good call. But you guys learned a lot today. Give me a recap. What are some things that you picked out from the campaign thus far that are important facts for the next session?
I am going to start a rat cult.
You are absolutely starting a rat cult. Eggsy, that is perfect.
Also, I thought for sure I posted that Remy was going to become Rat Jesus, but apparently I never said that. But...
So Rat God, less of a specific religion, but it's something, a rat deity of some sorts. But yes, it's still the same.
Did you notice my thing where I said the rat god can speak like really fast? I was doing the whole Eminem rap god.
Yeah, I didn't notice that, but that's sneaky. That is very sneaky.
the rat god.
I learned the true meaning of Christmas. Thank you, Dazzer. Coco Pelli, what did you learn today? What's some things that stuck out to you that kind of popped off the screen where you're like, ooh, that's important to know later on?
It's very important, and I hope that everybody realizes this, that we are absolutely the most chaotic group that ever set foot on this planet.
Here's a bag of holding. I want to climb in it. No!
Yeah, let's
do that!
Into the
what are you doing?
There's probably at least 4 other groups that have done that, and we did it live.
We did it live, people. Perfect. All right.
Yeah,
Sorry, go ahead, Exit.
I just love how there's so much when I know what happened. I'm like, does Q know? Does Q know you can't breathe in there?
And that's important because, like, your character might not know that they're going to suffocate a miserable death in the bag of holding.
Right before you said that Remy started suffocating, I was going to ask if Q knew.
That's fair. That's okay. Soft poke, what are some things that you, even like lore aspects, or some things that maybe you heard or anything like that stuck out that you're like, ooh, I want to know more about that?
That the princess was actually in the orphanage fire.
Yeah, she lived in that orphanage when she was younger, about 10 years ago. You learned this from Frederick, but she has an affinity towards it, and because you all saved that orphanage from a fire, this is one of our Session 0 campaigns for the people who are just watching. Because you saved it, she wants to meet you all, and she's eager to meet you guys and to say, hey, what are you guys all about? I love you guys. Like, let's get this going, kind of thing. So yeah, you found the favor of the princess.
It's gonna be a hard battling with no spell slots, but
you could do it. I believe. All right,
Frostbite's gonna be useful.
Noro, talk to me. What's something that popped up in the session that you want to know more about next session?
Great devils.
Oh, the Grey Devils. Okay. You want to know what the Grey Devils are, huh? Oh my gosh. There's a lot going on. You saw a big bag of cash on the back of Leroy. Who knows? I don't know what it is. You don't either. Who knows? You never know. Well, ladies and gentlemen, to kind of close out the the D&D session for tonight, as well as the stream, thank you all so much for coming along for this journey. I love and appreciate all of you so much. For the people who are watching the VOD on Where the Shadows Meet, thank you so much for coming along and enjoying this. I had a great time. These 2 hours blinked by for me, and I'm grateful for all of you. I can't wait to bring you more content, just to bring you more D&D stuff. I love being a DM. I love being able to share my stories and stuff like that. I appreciate you guys for sticking around. This means so much to me, and I can't wait to share more with you guys. This is a lot of fun. You can expect regular streams from me. I'm going to be coming along for more streams along the way, just playing games and doing other stuff, as well as more D&D related content. And I'm excited. I'm very excited for the future of my channels. Yes. 3 cheers for the 4 cheeses. It's great. It's fantastic work.
Yay.
But guys, thank you so much. And we'll see you guys next time. I didn't mean to press that. Have a good night, everybody. Say goodbye, 4 cheeses. Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye, everybody.